What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 513 of Community Universe Mode and day 2 of Ascendance VI live from Wembley Stadium in the UK. And the entire time that we have been streaming Ascendance this past weekend, it has been raining outside. It is again today. I feel like I'm getting the true UK experience as we get ready to kick off the show. The final day of the Ascendance VI extravaganza. 9 huge matches, and we are kicking things off in quite a big fashion as we have got Bob Luger going one-on-one with Tim LaFave. It is finally happening after, gosh, I honestly never thought we were going to get this match, first because of what Click did to Tim LaFave being out virtually this entire season, and then once Tim came back, I thought, oh, well, great, now Bob Luger is on Unmatched. But Bob Luger, defying Cass LaFave's ban, attacking Tim LaFave 2 weeks ago, trying to once again put him back on the shelf. But Tim LaFave instead got up, dusted himself off, marched into his mother's office, laid down his Money in the Bank spot. Tim LaFave was supposed to be competing here tonight in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Said, no way. I'm taking myself out. I want Bob Luger. I want to finish this once and for all. Cass LaFave signed the match. Bob Luger agreed. He said, on the greatest stage of them all, I am finally going to end Tim LaFave. Once and for all. The two-time Alpha World Champion coming back to Ascendance after being banned from Genesis by Cass LaFave. Now an unmatched superstar. Of course, last year at this event, Bob Luger knocked off Sam Valentine in what was another dream match. Why is that entire back of him black there? The audience being shrouded in darkness. This, of course, goes way back more than just 2 weeks. Really began at the start of the season when Bob Luger, of course, who was Tim's best friend, turned on him, aligned himself with Xander Slate and Randy Morton. Of course, Click breaking Tim's arm, which kept him out of action for the entirety of this season. But he is back, the inaugural Alpha World Champion. But it's not the same Tim LaFave that we once all loved and cheered on. This is a Tim LaFave transformed by the actions of Bob Luger and the rest of Click. Tim has had one thing on his mind since returning, and that is righting all the wrongs, all the injustices done against him. And he looks to begin with Bob Luger here at Ascendance VI, where tonight in our main event, a 30-minute no DQ Iron Man match will pit Josh Wolf, or more accurately, Fenrir, against the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews for his Alpha World Championship. Tim LaFave has really based his entire career on people just stabbing him in the back, and it is finally all added up. Tim LaFave has cracked. Now he's looking to take it all out on a man he once considered his brother, as referee Poe rings the bell. And our first matchup here of day 2, Bob Luger starts strong, literally with a military press into a European uppercut. Indeed, what is up, everybody? Glad to have you for day 2. Great show it was last night, and the pre-show and panel. Hectic as it, wait a minute. Oh my God, I thought Tim LaFave was going for the Coney Island Cyclone already. Instead went for the FDNY drop. Haven't seen one of those in a while, but Tim LeFevre making the mistake of pandering to the crowd early on. Here at Ascendance 6, getting into the spirit of things. And Luger takes advantage. Irish whip off the rebound into a spinning neck breaker. Now Tim LeFevre taken by the back of the head, guys. And keep in mind, this is Tim LeFevre's first match in nearly 8 months. He was supposed to return to action 2 weeks ago against Xander Slate, but again, Bob Luger attacked him. So you've got to also wonder if Tim LeFevre is suffering any side effects from that steel chair attack by Luger too. 7 months out of a wrestling ring, man. That's a good amount of time to build up some ring rust, but Luger early on is feeling Tim's wrath. Gut wrench suplex, now goes for a vertical suplex counter though. Punch to the midsection, Tim LeFevre's Ascendance record. Not exactly the greatest. He is 1-2 at the grandest stage of them all. Last year he defeated his own father, Pat LeFevre, right there in that very ring. The year before that, he lost his International Championship. The year before that, he lost his Anarchy Championship. But Tim LeFevre doesn't care about the past anymore. He only cares about the future. About getting revenge so that he can finally move on with his career. Whatever sort of career he has left, because make no doubts about it, Tim LeFevre's career has been shortened by Bob Luger and the rest of Click. Now the Good Brothers, of course, who are in action tonight. Xander Slate, Randy Morton later on, battling Blu-ray. And a tag team street fight, I should say brulee, as Tim LeFevre gets well acquainted with that top turnbuckle. I think 11 times Bob Luger just rammed him face first into it. Tim LeFevre tries to roll back, and Luger just going to catch him again. Another 11 times. Tim LeFevre, tell me how that turnbuckle tastes. Luger goes to the pin, and no doubt about it, that could be enough. Only a 1 count. Bob Luger picks Tim LeFevre up to his feet, but Tim's ready. Elbow to the midsection. LeFevre now using his power. Tim definitely looks jacked. More swole than I've ever seen him before. Obviously, this time off he's used to get into great shape. Hey, I wonder if he uses Bob Luger's protein powder. Luger's own creation being used against him here tonight, perhaps. Tim LeFevre now locks in a camel clutch. That's going to be an immediate rope break, however, for the work ethic titan, as Bob Luger now going to be taken for a ride. Tim LeFevre with that power we've always come to expect from him. Tim LeFevre, a very old school moveset, a lot of suplex variations you'll see, but from time to time, Tim can also pull out a moonsault, one of his signature maneuvers. Maybe we'll see one tonight, maybe we won't, because Tim LeFevre looks like he's got tunnel vision, just wanting to tear apart Bob Luger here. Not caring about putting on a show for the CM universe, who paid their hard-earned money to be here in Wembley Stadium live for the show of shows, another deadlift gut wrench suplex. And let's not forget, guys, that Money in the Bank ladder match is tonight. 7 superstars from Genesis gonna look to become the next Mr. Money in the Bank, as Tim LeFevre with a sharp insecurity to Luger, as Luger was trying to show off his 18-inch pythons, brother. Irish whip now into the corner, and I think Luger is going to try to turn this into an uppercut party. Oh, no, maybe it's too late. Bob Luger now rethinking his strategy. Goes up to that second turnbuckle, grabs Tim by the throat. My God, there's some serious strength, but Luger cannot keep this locked in. This is a clean singles match, so disqualifications are in effect. Poe warning Luger not to keep that up. Short arm clothesline now by Timmy Boy the Timster, the former 2-time Anarchy champion, 2-time tag team champion, 2-time international champion, the inaugural Alpha World champion. As Tim LeFevre now locks in an abdominal stretch, trying to force Bob Luger to tap out. Imagine how good that will feel for Tim LeFevre here and CMV's biggest show, to tap out his arch rival, a man who's costed him so much of his career, the entire season, basically. Bob Luger now trying to come back into things. Snapmare into a seated position. Luger goes for a headbutt, gets an elbow right to the face instead. Tim LeFevre not giving up. Against all odds is his motto. Watch out, referee Pone here, taken out by that fireman's carry. Bob Luger's not done, though. The cardio maniac, Irish whip into the corner. What's he looking for here? Going to try to put Tim up top. Maybe no, Tim's not looking for it. Elbow to the side of the head, though. Rocks LeFevre long enough for Luger to capitalize for a nasty shoulder breaker. And of course, remember, it was that arm of Tim LeFevre that Click broke, snapping it like a twig between a steel chair. So Luger obviously seeing that as a target here in this match. Tim LaFave letting us know, though, that he is in okay condition. And look at this, really wanting to tap out Bob Luger in this match. It seems now going for a dragon sleeper. A couple of knees to the face breaks Luger free of that hold, though. Now charges. Float over neck breaker. Bob Luger's feeling it right now. Yo, what up? Famous? Really? Well, that match is up next. Another big crossover here to Ascendance 6. Ooh! John Reed going one-on-one with Crazy J. Of course, last night we saw Hannibal from COH take on Brody Halleck. Hannibal didn't end so well for him. After giving Halleck a hell of a fight, Tim LaFave, though, you just saw ramming Bob Luger back first into the apron there. That's certainly going to be hurting Luger for the rest of this matchup. Back suplex neck breaker, though. The two-time Alpha World Champion working out some kinks in his shoulder. Either way, this matchup has been a hell of a fight so far. And it's going to take a whole lot to keep either one of these men down. Kick to the midsection. Will Tim LaFave finally get his ultimate revenge here on the grandest stage of them all? Or will Bob Luger once more take everything away from... Oh, no! Bob Luger with the Coney Island Cyclone to the move's originator. Used to hit that move to pay homage to Tim LaFave when they were best friends, when they were brothers. Now just disrespect. Adding insult to injury. Tim kicks out, but Bob Luger, after racking his brain a moment, gets right back on the attack. Tim to his feet. No idea where he is. Luger landing. Right to the pin. Does Luger have it? 1, 2, no! Tim LaFave defies Luger the victory, kicking out at 2.99999 from that Luger landing, but Tim is still in trouble. Luger knows it. Goes for a kick to the back. Tim moves out of the way. Back suplex, bridge to pin, but a lucky rope break there for Luger. The tip of his boot was touching that middle rope. Now Tim turns to the sea of CMV fans who always had his back, thriving off their energy, keeping him going here. Even though he's been a changed man since returning, Tim LaFave still cares about his fans, but he cares more tonight about putting Bob Luger down. Coney Island Cyclone. 1, 2, 3, no! Talk about your close calls. Nearly had it there to Tim LaFave. But not enough. Tim stays on top of Luger, keeping the pressure on. Deadlift, German suplex. How impressive is that show of strength by Timmy Boy? Goes for a jumping cutter now. Luger deflects it, though. The work ethic Titan shoots in. Up over the shoulders. What does Luger have in mind here? Tim LaFave's going to reject it. Trio of elbows to the side of the head. Bob Luger not looking too hot. Tim LaFave decides to taunt. Forearm smash. A second win. Tim LaFave keeps riding. Inverted atomic drop, scoop slam. LaFave is in the zone. Target acquired. Long Island slam, certainly a long way from New York. Here in Wembley Stadium, but Tim, the eyes of the world are on him tonight. Can he get his payback? Vertical suplex. And Tim once more lines up his shot. Luger taking overhead, but counters, drops down behind. He knew if he got hit with that second Coney Island Cyclone, it would be all over. And now Luger has his opening, has his opportunity. Tried for something there, I'm not too sure what, but Tim LaFave was ready for it. Leaping clothesline, takes down Luger. A move of desperation there by LaFave. Gave up his money in the bank spot just for the opportunity to defeat Bob Luger here tonight at Ascendance 6. Tim LaFave, hands on his hips. He's starting to wonder, what do I got to do to keep down Bob Luger? These two have only ever fought once before, one-on-one, and Tim LaFave tapped out Bob Luger. That was while Luger was Alpha World Champion last season. Does Tim have it in him to do it again here tonight? Or has Luger taken too much from the good guy? Powerbomb, elbow drop combination. And the Cardio Maniac tries for a lateral press, just dropping into the pin, praying it'll be enough. Maybe it will. Very close, but not enough to cut it. Luger rebounds off the ropes now. Double accent to the back of Tim's knee. Luger's got something in mind here, guys. Luger's building towards something. I'm not too sure what. Look at this figure four head scissors. Bob Luger has Tim right where he wants him. Now almost playing with his food, if you will. Is this so smart for Bob Luger? Trying to squeeze the life out of Tim here while throwing overhead. That is some incredible leg strength, I will say. Well, that certainly has Tim on Dream Street. Bob Luger knows it, and again, Bob Luger looks to defeat Tim LaFave with his own maneuver. Coney Island Cyclone at the show of shows. Will Luger get it done? The ultimate insult. But Tim still kicking. Never down for long. Is Timmy Boy the Timster. Action roll by Luger. Closes in. Tim catches him. Taken for a cheeky walk up against the ropes. What is Tim looking for here? What is LaFave cooking up? Hanging Luger up to dry, but Luger moves out of the way just in the nick of time. And Luger, quick to the kill. Vertical suplex neck breaker. And now Tim is down. Luger sees his shot to end things once and for all, to put down Tim LaFave here at Ascendance 6 with another Luger landing, but Tim LaFave was ready for him. Tim LaFave, he saw it, he knew it was coming, and LaFave now, the exact same way he beat Luger the last time, they went one-on-one. The MTA by Tim LaFave. Will Luger tap out here at Ascendance 6? He will! And Tim LaFave gets his payback. He did it. On the grandest stage of them all, Tim LaFave defeats Bob Luger, forcing him to submit off the MTA. What a match. And now, can Tim LaFave finally move on? After all that Luger has taken from him, Tim gets his ultimate revenge here at Ascendance 6 in a classic confrontation. What a victory. And the cherry on top, forcing Luger to tap out. Tim is back. But is he the same Tim? Tim arriving just in time to see his match end. GG. Oh, there goes my cap for my water rip. Now I've got to chug it. I bet you all like listening to that, huh? All right, my fine feathered friends, up next here at Ascendance 6, the grandest stage of them all. We have got ourselves another huge crossover match. And of course, last night during day one, we saw COH's Hannibal take on CMV's Brody Halleck in what was a show stealer, no doubt. Match of the night, in my opinion. And Brody Halleck was victorious. Now let's see another COH superstar, but of course Crazy J, known around the world from various different promotions, a champion here in CMV. And at Ascendance 6, looks to bring a long and bitter rivalry with John Reed to an end. One that has encompassed Genesis for the past few months. And it was back at Purgatory that John Reed finally snapped after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of Crazy J attacking him, demanding a match at Ascendance, that John Reed said, I'm not going to give you a match at Ascendance, but I will fight you at Purgatory. And at Purgatory, in that fight, Crazy J knocked out John Reed. And that was finally what Crazy J needed to do to force John Reed to snap. Immediately following Purgatory, John Reed said, you got your match. At Ascendance 6, I will put you down just like I did the last time we fought one-on-one. But Crazy J is looking to rewrite that wrong here on CMV's biggest stage. And there he is, the fallen angel. It was a great match, Tim. 10 out of 10. CMV veteran, former Anarchy champion John Reed entering his third Ascendance match. Last year, he was having a bit of a family affair. He defeated his own brother, Caleb Reed, who now, of course, is a superstar over on Fusion. The year before that, he was involved in a 6-man tag team match. No doubt, though, John Reed has come a long way since first debuting in CMV. However, the ghosts of his past are still haunting him in the form of Crazy J. And here tonight, he's out to silence them. The Anarchy Championship has had a lot of owners. Just say that. It is a championship that a lot of people have held. John Reed, currently with his Ascendance record at 1-1, looks to go positive, but it's about more than that for the fallen angel. The Anarchy Championship is like a thing that everybody has to hold at some point. And there he is, entering Wembley Stadium. A world-renowned competitor. Crazy J again finds himself inside of a CMV ring. Will he leave, though, with his mission fulfilled to get his from John Reed? Or Reed send him packing. Ever since Crazy J showed up, John Reed's argument has been that CMV is too big for you, Jay. I'm a superstar here, and I don't care about you anymore. But Crazy J was unrelenting, attacking John Reed time and time again, before his matches, during his matches, after his matches. So here we go. My remote will work here. Hello. Hello, remote. There we go. John Reed takes out Crazy J early on. There is a A lot of animosity that truly cannot be measured between these superstars. And you can see that as they don't even tie up. They don't fool around at all, going right at it. Ooh, nice short arm shoulder block. Crazy J catching John Reed. Now brings him up 2 seat guys up next here at Ascendance VI. It is the first ever tag team street fight as the Good Brothers going to be taking on Brule. That's not all that we've got here at Ascendance VI Day 2, though. Money in the Bank ladder match. Schmitty versus Paul Devine. And don't forget about that main event, 30-minute no DQ Ironman match for the Alpha World Championship. The Bloody Brit in his home country looks to defend his Alpha World title against Fenrir, as John Reed gets off a nasty knee right to the face there of Crazy J. The whole 3 nights having awesome openers. What a great match we just saw between Bob Luger and Tim LaFave there, and I'm sure that this matchup will not disappoint either. And it looks like a power bomb, the strength of Crazy J there. Irish whip, rebounds off the ropes now, gonna catch him on the rebound. Chest bump though. I'm sure not out of sportsmanship. Front headlock by John Reed, keeping Crazy J caught up. Doesn't attempt anything though, just lets him go. Now again, European uppercut. That time clips J, pulled right back in. Another European uppercut. Now the arm wrench from behind. Regal cutter by the former Anarchy champion. Brought up to see Crazy J. Seems a bit out of it right now, but that arm drag right there. Jay finds himself the opening to capitalize. Half and half suplex, throws Reed overhead. Reed clipping that bottom rope as well. Bullplex. Crazy J. Maybe drinking a few cans of Boone Juice before coming out here. Whipping Reed around the ring like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Crazy J fixes his trousers, hook to the jaw, and down to the outside goes John Reed. Remember, this is a standard match, though. Countouts are in effect. There you hear Poe starting at 1. Some serious damage can be inflicted. That's exactly what John Reed's trying for. Powerbomb maybe, but a back body drop instead by Jay. Slides right back into the ring, not wanting the matchup to end that way. Count of 4. Crazy J telling John Reed, get up, boy. If you got it in you to continue, here comes Reed. Big hook to the jaw. Ducks it, this Jay. Clipping Reed with that 110th Street Slam. Only a 1 count on the first pinfall attempt of this match, though. Reverse DDT brings John Reed down. Crazy J in control currently. Can he keep it up? Will we see a crazy bottom here at Ascendance 6? Will Jay have his Ascendance moment, or will John Reed ruin it for him? John Reed, you can tell, came into this matchup already extremely irritated. He did not want to have this match. He wanted nothing to do with Crazy J. I'm sure John Reed would much rather be fighting here tonight for a championship or in a matchup that actually means something, because this is just a grudge. But Crazy J would not stop, did not let it go. Forcing John Reed to snap. Comeback initiated by Reed, but before he can get off that patented super kick of his, Jay takes him out. Look at these stomps to the chest and a big forearm smash to the side of the head. Oh, scoop slam, Crazy J. You got to be careful. That crazy bottom come out of nowhere. John Reed knows it. The last time they fought one-on-one in an actual match, John Reed was victorious. That was over a year ago, though. Crazy J knocking out John Reed at Purgatory. That was what finally did it for Reed. Oh, what? Out of nowhere! The fall! The fall! Literally out of thin air. 1, 2. Oh, mamma mia. Very close call there by Reed after catching Crazy J with the fall. Now look at that, too sweet me, baby. Look at the sea of fans behind Reed there. Such a sight. Up on their feet. We had a great opener. This matchup has been awesome so far. We have an entire night still to go. Championship matches dream matches. Irish whip to the corner. Crazy J, this is his dream match. Dreams about it every night. When it's not keeping him up. John Reed beat him. Crazy J's not been able to live with it. Can he get that win back? Another 110th Street slam by Jay to the pin. 1, 2, nearly a 3 count, but no cigar here for the crazy one. Look to the midsection. Jay staggers just a bit. That's the exact opening that John Reed needs. Goes for some sort of discus maneuver, but as he turns around, Jay's ready for him with a kick to the midsection. Buckle bomb. John Reed crumbles like a rag doll. Crazy J drags him by the arm to the center of the ring. Elbow drop. Elbow drop. Stops before the third one. There it is. Big jump before hitting it. To the pin. 1, 2. Getting closer and closer is Crazy J, but he's going to have to hit something a lot bigger to keep down John Reed, especially here at the grandest stage of them all. Reverse DDT. Jay's in control. John's got to figure out some sort of way to turn that around. Knees to the chest again and again and again. Crazy J all over John Reed here like peanut butter on jelly. And a hook to the jaw from behind. Crazy J, this is what he used back in Purgatory to knock out John Reed. The liver shot off of the chicken wing gut buster. Doesn't go for the pin following that, though. He knows John Reed very well. He knows it'll take something more than that to deliver him the win. Bateman, you beautiful, sexy, but crazy bottom! Just like that. 1, 2, no! John Reed endures it. Comes out the other side, still kicking. Even though it didn't get in the win, Crazy J stays on top of John Reed. Powerbomb. John Reed, man, he is looking worse for wear. He's out of it. Hurting for certain. Crazy J now using the ring as a weapon here against John. Dropping him across the top rope, but John never count out the fallen angel. No matter how bad you beat him, he keeps on coming back. Rebounds off the ropes. Double axe handle to the midsection there. Morton's in action up next. Xander Slate, Randy Morton taking on Brule in a tag team street fight. Let's talk about the actual Morton. In which case, he's a big boy now, right? He's spread his wings, exploring the world. See Chris J drop down to one knee, man. He's running on empty, but still going to try for a pin. John Reed says, no way, Jose. Big kick to the midsection, brought right up into a seated position again. What does Jay want here? Reverse DDT. John Reed, man, he's got to do something, and he's got to do it soon. Turn this momentum around on Crazy J. Shot to the midsection, super kick out of nowhere again. Caught by Crazy J, deflected, and now Jay kicks out the knee to the chest. And again, another time, another one. Another one, another one, and the final one right to the back of the head. Crazy kicks right there by Jay. Wastes no time, staying on top of things. Headbutt now attempted, but there goes John Reed. Never down for long. Charges, jumping cutter, deflected, but that took everything out of Reed. Or maybe he was playing possum. Now Crazy Jay closes in, looking for another crazy bottom. John Reed's ready for him. Irish whip to the corner. From behind. Oh, wants to put him up top, and this is not a place that Jay wants to be. John Reed is looking for a match-ending maneuver. Terminating spike right down on top of Jay's head. Drilled. I think I heard the crunch of his neck from over here. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Massive offense by Reed there. Does not keep down Crazy J. Reed again goes to the corner, trying to recuperate a little bit of energy, somehow find a way to keep going in this match, but wasted too much time, and that time's used against him. Crazy bottom! A second time. 1, 2, 3. And now Crazy J is getting a little bit agitated, getting a little bit angry. A second Crazy bottom does not keep down John Reed, but like I said, never count out the fallen angel. Never discount him. John Reed keeps going, baby. Elbow to the side of the head. Now John Reed with a massive DDT. Not so much punch behind it as you might usually see. But it's enough to keep down Crazy J. And Jay looks like he's not sure where he is right now. Revenge! I'm sure we'll see a good plenty of those later on in our main event. Whippersnapper, though, by John Reed. And now look at these volatile knees to the side of the head. Again and again. Scrambling the brains of Crazy J as Reed, for another time in this matchup, in the corner, collects himself, regains his composure, and now has his sights set on being victorious here at Ascendance 6. Another fall attempted, but Crazy J gets out of it. And now Crazy J, no time wasted, lining up his shot. The end is nigh. Crazy bottom, numero tres, to the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Crazy J gets the job done. What a fantastic match between these two, and I gotta say, thanks to Crazy J for attacking John Reed so much so that we could get this beautiful match. But Crazy J, after a year, gets his payback. Crazy J came to CMV, to John Reed's turf, and he put him down. It wasn't easy. But it is Jay who will leave Wembley Stadium as the victor. All right, guys, the show keeps on rolling here at Ascendance 6, the showcase of Immortal CMV's biggest show, Wembley Stadium, the UK, and we have got 7 more awesome matches coming your way. And up next, it is a tag fight concluded in Yeah, training outside right here, actually. That's why I said earlier at the top of the stream, I'm getting the true UK experience here. And our main event, guys, the Bloody Brit, live from his home country, will defend his Alpha World Championship against Josh Wolf, Fenrir, whomever it may be, in a 30-minute no DQ Iron Man match. But guys, this one right here, tag team street fight. All 4 superstars will be active at the same time. The first team to gain pinfall submission will be victorious. And as it is a street fight, we have got some street attires, and Brule certainly hooked up by Cole Savage because they are rocking 101%, guys, Egyptian cotton t-shirts. As Savage, I'm sure, watches from his skybox. Will Brule finally get one over the Good Brothers, or will the Good Brothers make it 7-0 against their arch rivals? That's what Xander Slate and Randy Orton's whole thing has been about heading into this matchup. It's all about the numbers. We have beaten you 6 times, Brule. Never, not even one-on-one have you been able to beat either of us. And Ascendance 6 will be no different. When the lights are shining brightest, can Bridgel, now remembering what he's for, get his first Ascendance victory? Or will Slayton Borton yet again have the last laugh? Oh, you know Borton's gonna be rocking something weird. It's tire out. Borton. And here they come, the 2-time World Tag Team Champions, the Tag Team of the Year. And currently 2/3 of the CMV Trios Champions. Of course, Reese Ortiz being their third, who yesterday at the start of day 1 knocked off Adam Scott. Will Ascendance 6 be Good Brothers territory? It's exactly what I expected Borton to be wearing. A pink bubble jacket. That's how Borton walks around every day on the street. Xander Slay entering his 6th Ascendance. He has been at every single Ascendance event. CMV, the only superstar who can say that. His record, though, isn't exactly the greatest. He is 2-3 here at the show of shows. Big Daddy, it says on Morton's shirt. He's looking at me, Brule's Big Daddy. Here in this match, as there they are, rocking those 101% Egyptian cotton t-shirts, courtesy of Cole Savage. Red Angel even going back to his OG unmatched gear. These two are ready for a fight. And that's exactly what this is going to be. Anything goes, guys. The only rule is that the first team to gain pinfall submission in the ring will be the ones who walk out of Wembley Stadium with the victory. Dule's hair reminds me of like a hitman almost with those gloves. And his targets are Xander Slay and Randy Orton. They're savoring the moment. Okay, Topper. This is the grandest stage of them all. All 4 superstars will be active at the same time. That means no tags have to be made. And it is also false count anywhere. Another thing to keep in mind. It's a street fight, so this fight could go anywhere. Here we go. It's all or nothing for Brule against Good Brothers. Can they finally get the job done? Or will Slayton Borton yet again prove they are just the better team? Referee rings the bell. Xander Slate goes right after Brett Angel as Borton collides with Dule Zaire. Power. Wait a minute, no. Crucifix tornado bomb by Brett Angel to Slate right out the gate. As Borton takes out Zaire in the corner, then follows through with a half Nelson suplex, tossing him overhead. No countouts, no disqualifications, falls count anywhere. It's not elimination, though. Punch to the top of the head. Now Zaire gonna look to counter this vertical suplex cut by Borton. Big double axe handle chops down the Milkman. Kick to the chest to follow through. We have 3 former world champions in that ring right now. A combined 8 world championships, in fact, between Xander Slate, Randy Borton, Brett Angel. Xander Slate, 2-time world champion. Borton, 2-time world champion. Brett Angel, 4-time unmatched world champion. Zaire has never held championship gold of any kind in his CMV career so far. Escapes that head scissors as Borton, but Zaire too quick, man. Don't let Zaire's size fool you. He might be a thick boy, but he is quick as lightning. Xander Slate, full Nelson slam to Brett Angel. The Outcast now is left alone as Zaire drops down to the outside. Bad news for Brule. Vertical suplex. Brett Angel's having a bad time in that ring. Zaire's going to get back up to his seat and help out his partner. Otherwise, this match could be ending very quickly. Slides back into Zaire, goes right after the Moo Moo Man. Taken down with a nice little kind of snapmare. Hook to the jaw, and Brett Angel with a lot of power moves. Torture axe set up. Oh my God, rib breaker, and then a gut buster. Rip in peace, Slate. Now it's Borton left to fend for himself as Slate tries to recuperate on the outside. Vintage Borton butterfly DDT before he can get it done. Zaire helping out his boy, breaks that up. Zaire's feeling it, maybe his first Ascendance. This is Brett Angel's 3rd. He's lost at his 2 prior ones last year to that triple threat match for the Rising Star Championship the year before that to Just Insane. Meanwhile, Borton has a pretty good Ascendance record. Made his debut at Ascendance 2 in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Was not victorious there, though. Ascendance 3, he defeated Tim LeFave to win the Anarchy Championship. Ascendance 4, he of course was involved in the main event. Did not walk out as world champion, however, and last year. Oh, wait a minute. Borton grabs the kendo stick, tries to utilize it against Brett Angel. Tries it again, but Brett Angel keeps stepping out of the way, and then uses it against the Milkman, right to the gut, then over the back. Don't let your focus stay on them, though, because remember, Zaire and Borton are battling in the ring. However, Angel goes for a pin. Slate sees it, rushing over to save his partner for what may have very well been a 3 count. We'll never know now. Short arm clothesline as Zaire gets thrown into the security wall. Borton tries for a stomp on the Outcast, sent right into the steel steps. See you bye. Well, the referee is Asian. It's Poe over there, so he's pretty easy to call out. Those are Egyptian cotton t-shirts, 101%. Do you know how much that costs, Bateman? That costs more than what I make in 5 years here in CMV. Courtesy of Cole Savage as Borton gets his arm slammed onto the steel steps there. Elbow to the side of the head. Looks like a capture suplex coming to Slay as Vintage Angel has Borton tied up. There's the Russian leg sweep right onto the kendo stick. Now we're just having an orgy here in the corner. I can't tell what's going on. Borton gets back to his feet. Clothesline takes down Angel. Zaire, meanwhile, throws Slate into the corner of the barricade. Slate fights out, tries for a slap. Nope. Yo, what up, Suntan? Wayside slam by Zaire, and Angel dedicated this match to his wife. Vintage to the pin. Can they finally do it? 1, 2. No, so close. But now Zaire tries his hand to take it out. Slate, the last lap by Zaire. Onto the steel steps. Can he make the pin? No. Wait, Poe's down. How did Poe get down? I didn't see that. And just like that, Good Brothers take back control. Super kick attempted by Slate. Zaire sidestepped it though. Now Slate's gonna pay. Fisherman suplex. Bodies flying everywhere. Poe trying to get the hell out of Dodge. I don't blame him. Pin attempt by Zaire here on the OG Dirty Heel Xander Slate. Only a 2 count though. Poe keeping his distance. Wise strategy. He's already been caught in the crossfire once in this match. There's that waist-side slam again by Zaire to Xander Slate. On the outside especially. That is dealing a lot of damage. Slate cannot allow that to keep happening. Brett Angel goes for a pin on Borton. Gets only a 2 count, but a close 2 count. Zaire brings Slate to a seat. Zaire. Power slam, or rather more like a T-bone suplex to Slate. Man, Brûlé in control. Can they do it on the greatest stage of them all? Borton unaware that Slate's in trouble. The last slap again by Zaire, but meanwhile Borton with the go-home driver. Zaire's out. Borton to steal it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Can Zaire make it to the pin on Slate? Slate is still down. No, gonna ignore Slate. He sees Borton is going to try to hit the board to end, coming to save Brett Angel like a good partner, like a good friend. Exploder suplex now tries for the pin on Borton, but Slate's back to his seat. He's going to break that up with an elbow drop to the back of Dule Zaire. A big boot chops down Dule. Brett Angel keeps the attack on Randy Borton with these curb stomps to the chest. Irish whip into the announce table, then misses the drop kick though. Tries for the pin anyway. Brett Angel with the swift kick to the side of the leg. Gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Giving Zaire some time to try to recuperate. Brett Angel, what is he thinking? Nothing nice for Xander Slate, I assure you. Drop face first on the ring apron, where all the hardest parts of the ring converge. But Borton to end! And doesn't pin him as Angel takes out Slate with Vintage Angel. Oh, Borton was just waiting for Angel to get done. What a nice guy. Well, now Slate and Zaire are down. This is the perfect opportunity for either Borton or Brett Angel. Well pinned by Angel here. Only gets him a 2 count though. Slate and Zaire about to get back to their feet. Elbow to the midsection. Borton tries to run at Angel, but Angel deflects him. Drops down to 1 knee afterwards. Slate chops down Zaire. Lateral press by the show. The show at the show of shows to get the win, but Angel was quick to break that up. Xander Slate's not done just yet, though. He's got something else in mind. Tries for a vertical suplex, stalled though by Brett Angel. Tossed over. Back towards the ring steps in front of the announce tables. Oh! Xander Slate is busy taking apart Dula's there. I don't know if he sees a second time. Angel! Small package driver. 1, 2! Oh my God! Xander with the clutchest save of the century. My God! And now Slate. Mamma Mia, trying for something big to keep down Zaire, but no go. This tag team street fight has been just that, a fight. These 4 guys beating the bloody hell out of each other. Zaire kick to the gut of Borton. Scoop slam, but Borton drops down behind, stomp to the quad. Can Angel get back up to a vertical base? Yes, he can. Slate's starting to stir as well. Over in front of the hard camera, waist side slam to Borton. If I was there, I would have made the pin right there. Brett Angel, what's he trying for? Oh, dear God, Slate. Face first up the security barricade. That might do it. I don't know how Poe is seeing that. Slate's shoulder down for all the way over there, but apparently he can see through the ring. Very impressive. Punch to the throat. And Borton with the go-home driver, guys. If he hooks the leg for the pin. Brett, meanwhile, takes out Slate with another dose of the Vintage Angel here. Borton's got that kendo stick again. Looks like he's contemplating using it or not. Tries to, but wasted too much time. Again tries to, but misses. Borton's taking a lot of damage in this match, all right? I don't blame him. Shot to the gut. Borton's getting his ass whipped with that kendo stick this entire match. Angel! Small package driver to Slate. Neck first down onto the outside. Rushes to the pin. But Borton tries to make the save. Misses. Misses again. Oh, but Slate kicks out. And now Borton unaware. Zaire from behind. The last lap to Borton. Caught off guard. Pinned by Slate though. One. You did not, Crispy. That is, I think next is Ken Quantum, then is the Money in the Bank match. Oh, Zaire, turn around, you fool. Pin Borton. Perfect opportunity. Is Angel going to try to? Angel, pin him, Angel. Oh. Too late. Borton's back to his feet. Bright Angel's ready for him, though. Torture rack swung out into a power bomb. Forearm smash to the side of Zaire's head. Uh-oh. The show with a stomp to the midsection. Pure brutality. Remember, there's no holds barred in this match. It's falls count anywhere. And this tag team street fight. Elbow to the back of the head. Where is Zaire taking Slate? Slate has had his head. Oh, his full body dropped on the apron that time. Board to end to Angel. Wow, Angel with that reversal of reversals, though. Pinned by Zaire, gets only a 2 count. Jesus Christ, Red Angel open hand palm just fucking wrecking Borton's face there. Proper jealous me. Slate now busted open here at the show of shows. And as Zaire stays on top of the OG Dirty Heel for, I believe, the 3rd time in this match. Small package driver to the pin. 1, 2, 3. They do it. They finally get it done. Brûlé at the Showcase of Immortals defeat the Good Brothers. And what certainly was a straight up fight. When the lights were on brightest, Brûlé got the job done. Brett Angel and Dule Zaire finally defeat the Good Brothers, and in a hell of a fashion. Congratulations, most definitely, for Brûlé. Well, up next, guys, as we get further and further into day 2 here of Ascendance 6, and still so much to get to, including the Genesis Money in the Bank ladder match, MLP versus Aleister Knox for the United States title, Devious and Briggs in an unsanctioned match, Schmitty and Divine, and of course our main event versus Chris Andrews Iron Man match, no DQ for the Alpha World title. First, it is a matchup a long time coming. Former X-Gen brothers set to collide. It has not been the greatest of events for X-Gen so far. Of course, last night, Hayden losing in under a minute to Pierre Thompson. Let's see if Quantum can turn it around, then send it off to his brother Paul Devine later on for our co-main event. But this all started when Ryan Kent made his Ascendance challenge to Quantum. It seemed like Quantum wasn't going to answer. But after some more poking and prodding, the Future Man accepted, saying that every single other member of X-Gen has had their chance to get revenge on you for turning your back on us. Now it is my turn. The Firestarter, the most decorated superstar in CMV history, entering his 4th Ascendance. Ryan Kent has done nearly every single thing a superstar can do in CMV. But Quantum and the rest of Action feel as though he rode the coattails of Action until he got what he needed, and then he struck out on his own. Even Kent will tell you that. He said, I was in Action for one reason only, to elevate myself. I never cared about anybody else. I didn't care about Hayden, about Devon, about Quantum. Quantum making his first Ascendance appearance since Ascendance 4, where he was victorious actually against one of his ex-Gen brothers, Hayden. Of course, now an unmatched superstar, 5-time tag team champion, 2-time international champion, unmatched world champion, and showing up as dapper as ever for the show of shows. The Future Man, Quantum, is back. And he is looking to stick his boot right in Ryan Kent's face. At this event, Quantum has certainly had his ups and downs. He was at the first ever Ascendance under, of course, his name Omega Z. Ascendance 2, he and his brother Paul Devine retained their tag team titles in a turmoil. Ascendance 3, they failed to take the titles from #trending worldwide. And as I said, the last time he was here at Ascendance, he beat Hayden. That was at Ascendance 4. Will Quantum be the next member of X-Gen to drill his boot into Ryan Kent's face, or will the fire starter light a fire here at Wembley Stadium and toss Quantum right inside of it? Referee Poe rings the bell and let's get it on. Kent, Quantum here at the show. Shows right out of the gate. Kent with a float over DDT, spiking Quantum right down onto his head. The other unmatched superstars that have appeared at this event so far have had mixed results. Last night, well, even back on the pre-show panel, Ricky Spanish, of course, defeated Reese Matthews. Irish whip here by Ryan Kent. Pullback attack into a calf kick. Rolls out of the way, though. Does Quantum. We saw earlier tonight Bob Luger, who's actually well acquainted with Quantum, take that loss to Tim LaFave, a loss that I'm sure Quantum was watching and smiling. Him and Tim LaFave always been close friends and brothers. Boot to the chest, though. Quantum. Yeah, I was about to say, he is not a high flyer by any means. Quantum looking swole as he's taken down with that reverse DDT. Now dragged by the shoulders. Ryan Kent sends Quantum up in position for a stomp right down onto the face. That's about as much of the fuck you move as you can get. Up to the top rope. Kent, the most decorated champion in CMV history, with a shooting star press, Ascendant sized. But Quantum sees it coming, moves out of the way before Ryan Kent can connect. And now Kent's in trouble. Digging himself a ditch that he's going to have to try to find a way to get out of. Kick to the chest. Punch to the midsection. Ryan Kent now wants to close that distance. Tries for a bicycle clothesline, something that I've never seen before. Quantum is ready for it, though. Now over the shoulders. Terminating spike. And like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing, Ryan Kent sees this match as nothing more than Quantum trying to take his spotlight. So that was years and years ago, Quantum. Now keep in mind, it was Ryan Kent who called out Quantum, who wanted this match. So it's very interesting that Kent feels that way. Maybe Ryan Kent wasn't actually expecting Quantum to answer. Obviously, Quantum busy over on Unmatched. Maybe Ryan Kent, maybe it was an empty challenge. He didn't really think that Quantum was going to step up, but Quantum's not one to turn down a challenge. Swing out single knee gutbuster. Should we go down the list? Ryan Kent has held every single championship he is qualified to hold except for one, that being the United States title. He's a former 2-time unmatched world champion, Anarchy champion, Money in the Bank winner, world champion, tag team champion, international champion, light heavyweight champion, alpha world champion, trios champion. And of course, as light heavyweight champion, set the record in all of CMV for most title defenses with 9. Nobody has been able to break that since he set that record about 2 years ago. Now Quantum brought up to his feet, kick to the midsection, single knee faceburger, vintage Kent. Stomp down out of the knee. Quantum busted open now. It's not looking too good for the future man. If he gets clipped with that Kent clash, it might be lights out. At least he'd go down well dressed. Looking dank as hell. Ryan Kent now almost to say, Quantum, get the hell out of my ring. You ain't worthy. Now mocking Quantum. Standard matchup. Watch the referees count. At 1, now 2. Stomp down out of the knee by Ryan Kent. Hello, Kersey. You beautiful boy. Front headlock. Ryan Kent obviously has something in mind as he takes Quantum for a little bit of a walk. Something that is not going to end very well, I'm sure. Thrown into the security wall. Knee to the midsection though, guys. Count of 4. Oh, drops down. Reverse DDT. Count of 5. I would hate to see this match end by a count out. Ryan Kent would love to take the win by a count out. That's an easy paycheck and a win on CMV's grandest stage over Quantum. Look at that. Look at the smug smile on Kent's face. He would love nothing more than to beat Quantum by count out here. And he just might. Count of 8. Oh my God, Quantum, get up. 9. Talk about cutting it close. Just before Poe counts 10. Quantum back in the ring, but Ryan Kent's ready for him. Face first out of that bottom turnbuckle. And this is exactly where Kent wants him. Double boots to the chest, fly him back. Kent, though, not a stupid man, knows he can't be pinned or submitted on the outside. Wants it. Oh, Jesus. That's actually how Quantum beat Hayden back at Ascendance 4. A nasty knee right to the face. Oh, boom shakalaka, dropping the leg on the outside here. Quantum sizing Ryan Kent up. Ryan Kent clutching at his ribs. So many ways Quantum can beat you. A timestamp, sounding of the 7th trumpet, maybe a 24th punch. But of course, Kent has that one move he always relies on, the Kent Clash. Back into the ring. Strike to the face, hook to the jaw now from behind. Goes for a punch to the back of the head. Quantum's ready for him though. Elbow to the side of the head, elbow to the side of the head. Ryan Kent sleeping on his feet. Turns around though, tries to charge Quantum. Didn't work out for him. Pulled now into a front headlock, kick to the midsection. Pump handle set up. Yeah, just dropping him. And then a fury punch to follow through. Barreling down. But there's Kent yet again. His smarts coming into play. Can't be pinned on the apron nor submitted. Quantum, though, shaking off the cobwebs, bleeding from that cut across his forehead. Now charging Kent, but Kent had too much time to recuperate. Enziguri clips him. Kent back into the ring. Kent closes the distance. Quantum maybe playing possum. Punch to the face, ducks a clothesline, kick to the leg, and a third kick to the leg. Takes Kent down, brings him right back up over the shoulders. Dropped face first, snake eyes onto that top turnbuckle. Completely limp, and now the face wash by Quantum. Using his boot to scrub. Kent's, oh, yes, you punch ya! Kent got his clock cleaned. 1, 2, only a 2 count. That might be the greatest, no disrespect to Bloody Brett, discus punch I've ever seen. Now the distance, lining him up. 24th punch, get that shit out of here, says Kent. Discus knee takes him down. Across the face again and again. Kent is now pissed off. He ain't having it. Hook to the jaw, deflected by Quantum. Forearm smash, Enziguri. Kent says no, goes for a punch. Quantum's quicker. Double-handed bulldog. This is the fourth match of the night. So we still have 5 matches to go after this. In fact, up next is the Genesis Money in the Bank ladder match. You missed Luger Lefebvre, Reed, Crazy J, and Good Brothers Brule. And we, I think, are nearing the end of Ryan Kent Quantum. It has been an awesome match so far. A long time coming. Quantum needs his payback on Ryan Kent, for Ryan Kent using X-Shen, then turning his back on them, stabbing them in the back. Kick to the midsection, surely going for the single knee face breaker. Reverses the reversal to reverse the reversal. And now Kent's in the driver's seat. Kent looks to seal the deal. with the Kent Clash. Hook of the leg, one count. Kent is baffled. That's about my same reaction. Only got a 1 count off the Kent Clash. Are you kidding? But Kent says no mind. Lines up his shot again. But Quantum's ready this time. And there's the 24th punch. 1, 2, 3. Quantum puts down the fire starter. The Wounds of War to show for it. Countered a second attempt at the Kent Clash, and a brutal 24th punch puts down Kent for the 1, the 2, and the 3. I can't believe Quantum kicked out of 1 of the Kent Clash. What a great match, though. He did, Batman. I mean, since it's already been spoiled. It was an awesome match. But in the end, Tim countered a Luger landing, locked in the MTA, and Luger submitted. We also saw Crazy J defeat John Reed, and Brule defeated the Good Brothers. And here's Quantum, standing victorious. Blood smeared all over his face. What a win. What do you mean? Didn't he lose to Quantum at Thunder and Man that we just saw beat Ryan Kent? What a great win, though, guys. And as we get into our Genesis Money to Bank ladder match, let's recap for you all the pre-show and panel and day one if you want to check out your predictions so far. So on the pre-show and panel, we had Guri Sukhanov win, Drake Dunn win, the Monster at number 28 won the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. Tyson Cage won the Anarchy Championship. Fletsuda Tanaka, George King beat Ryan Riley, and Ricky Spanish beat Reese Matthews. Yesterday, Reese Ortiz beat Adam Scott. We saw Pierre Thompson beat Hayden in under a minute. Barry Heaton, Rob Cross won the Light Heavyweight Championship ladder match. Brody Halleck defeated Hannibal. Match of the night, if you ask me. The Forsaken beat the ATL to win the tag team titles. PJ Moon beat Harvey Hastings beat Jacob Ziegler so far tonight. As I said, Tim LeFay beat Bob Luger in a great match. Crazy J beat John Reed, got hit. Brule finally got one over the Good Brothers on the grandest stage of them all. And we just saw Quantum put down Ryan Kent. But now, guys, it is time for 7 Genesis superstars to vie to become Mr. Money in the Bank, a contract that warrants them a championship match anytime, anywhere they so choose to cash it in. But in order to earn that contract, they have to climb the ladder and unhook the briefcase. Last night during day one, we saw an 8-man light heavyweight championship ladder match that was chaotic. Is that how you say that word? I don't think so. Chaotic as all hell. And certainly all 8 superstars did not leave without their bumps and bruises. And look who's coming out first. Live from Wembley Stadium, day 2 of Ascendance 6. The biggest man in this matchup, the powerhouse of the group. One half of the Monsters, whose tag team partner on the pre-show and panel, Guri Sukhanov, was victorious. Will it be an event to remember for the Monsters? The Big Red Machine, Marcatel, enters his 3rd Ascendance and is the only man of these 7 superstars to compete in a Money in the Bank ladder match. He's got the experience. Will that experience aid him, though, and carry him to victory is the question. Mark Intel says there is nobody who deserves to be world champion in CMV today more than him. And it's hard to argue. Mark Intel is a former Anarchy champion. He's come close to breaking that glass ceiling before, but luck has never been on his side. Perhaps tonight he can finally get the job done. Of course, he has to get the better of 6 other superstars in order to do so. As here comes a fan favorite, surprisingly enough, to win this matchup, the Party Policeman. There will be no fun had in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Straight to business. The former international champion, No Fun Martini, is looking to become Mr. Money in the Bank. No Fun Martini is ready for this matchup, as ready as any sort of superstar can be to be faced with a plethora of ladders. If you have a fear of heights, you probably don't want to be a part of this matchup, but maybe that is even willing to risk in order to become Mr. Money in the Bank, pretty much guaranteed to become world champion. Only once ever has a Money in the Bank cash-in failed here in CMV. That was poor old Nick Blake, who cashed in on Justin saying at Anarchy Rules 2 years ago and couldn't get the job done. And now here comes a man who says after tonight he will be known as Mr. God in the Bank. Excuse me. No, I stuttered there for a moment. The Portuguese God of Wrestling. Former World Tag Team Champion Kevin Silva. Last night his partner, former partner Chris Sullivan, a part of that 8-man led heavyweight championship ladder match, said it was interesting that they both make their Ascendance debuts in ladder matches. Chris Sullivan's night wasn't so fortuitous. Will Kevin Silva's be? Listen to that. Negative. They do not like Kevin Silva here in the UK. He just got booed so hard right there. My God. Kevin Silva, a submission expert, should be interested to see how he carries himself through this matchup, because submissions, I don't imagine, are going to aid him very much. The only way to win is to climb the ladder. There are no pinfalls. There are no submissions. No countouts. No DQs. Kevin Silva, undoubtedly the dark horse of this lineup. But here comes another fan favorite, a man who looks to make his dreams a reality. The Dream himself, Sam Valentine. He has his fair share of ladder match experience. His good friend, tag team partner Reese Matthews didn't fare so well on the pre-show and panel against Ricky Spanish, but maybe, just maybe, Sam Valentine can become Mr. Money in the Bank. Sam Valentine has got the veteran experience over all others in this match. He's never held a championship in his entire CMV career. This time last year, of course, he had that dream match with Bob Luger and came out with the loss. Sam Valentine savoring this opportunity, getting that heat from the Wembley Stadium crowd. A lot of people have put their chips on Sam Valentine, but reluctantly so. Not exactly what I'd say the nicest of guys. I don't know that too many people would write a letter of recommendation for Sam Valentine if he asked them. Sam Valentine vying. Oh, he's even got the American flag on his tights. Cheeky. And here comes. I talked about maybe Kevin Silva being the dark horse, but even more so, NGW call-up making his Ascendance debut just 4 months after signing with CMV. And of course, Mr. Extreme wouldn't be here tonight if it weren't for Tim LeFave giving up his Money in the Bank spot that forced Cass LeFave to think quickly. She decided to give this man Mr. Extreme the opportunity of a lifetime. Hey, Mr. Extreme should be Mr. Money in the Bank. Just goes well. The butterflies have got to be stirring in the stomach of Mr. Extreme, no doubt about that. But if he can repress them long enough, I'm sure he'll feel right at home amongst the ladders. His name speaks for itself, Mr. Extreme. He loves getting hardcore. Realize used as weapons. You got to set one up, you got to climb it, you got to unhook that briefcase. And the man who I personally, if I could be a bit biased, Roman, and putting my money on, I'd say the most athletically gifted of these 7 superstars, a former 2-time Anarchy champion, Jaquan Shea, on Twitter all week long, saying that he is the next Mr. Money in the Bank. Jaquan Shea entering his second Ascendance. Last year he was a part of a triple threat Anarchy rules match for the Anarchy title, which he won, became Anarchy champion. That was his first reign. Will he go 2-0? And certainly for a much bigger prize than the Anarchy championship. Where's that money falling from? There's no roof. The wrestling gods dropping down those Jaquan bucks. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, to complete the lineup of this Genesis Money in the Bank ladder match, the Arriba Man, the fish out of water, the 2-time light heavyweight champion, the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble winner. El Jefe got close to the top of the mountain, but he fell short at homecoming against Chris Andrews. Now he's got another opportunity. The Fish wants to become Mr. Fish in the Bank. El Jefe is certainly a unique sort. You can tell that much just by looking at him, but his in-ring repertoire is equally as so. El Jefe, it's going to be very interesting to watch how he carries himself in this matchup. Never been in a ladder match before. So here we go, guys. There are the 7 super in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Let's get it on. Rang that bell, referee Poe. Who's it going to be that walks out of Ascendance 6 as Mr. Money in the Bank? El Jefe waiting for the rest of the crowd to get... What the hell? Wait a minute. Who's... Is there an 8th competitor in this Money in the Bank ladder match? Coming out, I don't know, the stage is lit up, but there's no music here. What's going on? Wait a minute, is that Mills? Is that who I think it is? Coming out to pure silence? Just basking in the... That's Mills! Mills... Just complete silence. Is accepting the wave of the CMV universe here in Wembley Stadium, letting this reaction pour over him. For those who don't know, Mills, a widely recognized competitor around the world, making, I have to imagine, he's coming out here, he's making this an 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match. I love the silent motif here. Just coming out to no music so that we can hear the cheers. We can hear the boos. We can hear the reaction of the... And every other superstar around the ring apparently is just as shocked as I am and everybody else is. Jaws dropped. They have no idea what's going on. Making his CMV debut in his home country here, Wembley Stadium, the UK. This is now an 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match. Mills, can you ask for a bigger debut? Well, here we go. My prediction out the window now. I'm not sure who's going to win. Mills just changes the game. This guy is a giant. You can obviously see unless you're blind, and if you are, I do apologize. I can describe him to you. He stands 7 feet tall, even bigger than Marcantel, just about. Marcantel had the advantage of being the biggest, strongest man in this matchup. Now that's out the window. Well, El Jefe certainly not letting that deter him from going right after him. The smallest man in this matchup, showing no fear. And we have No Fun Martini, and I believe that is Sam Valentine. He's fighting with ringside Kevin Silva, Jaquan Shea, Mr. Extreme, and Marcantel, who, of course, earlier this week on Genesis met in a fatal 4-way, which Marcantel won. Here's Mills taunting. Seems like he's getting a bigger negative reaction than anything positive, and I think he's loving that. Can you imagine some boys in the back who weren't a part of Ascendance Genesis Superstars seeing Mills come out here debuting? I wonder if this was set up by Castlever, or if he was just here and came walking out. I don't know if that would be illegal. Castlever had to set this up. The other 7 superstars, quick thinking, they were preparing, getting ready for their other opponents, but Mills just a complete shot in the dark now as he continues to battle El Jefe. No Fun Martini taking down Sam Valentine with that dark matter of his. Kevin Silva beating the hell out of Marcantel. Mr. Extreme raining down some bows on Jaquan Shea. I love how that the upper left-hand corner has become a battlefield for these 4 guys. Mills just getting whipped up ahead into the steel steps. Talk about a debut, though. We saw the Monster on the pre-show and panel, a new NGW superstar. He debuted. He won the Slick Memorial Battle Royal. Maybe another newcomer gonna do the same, but of course, if Mills win this match, it's a much bigger implications. He'd become Mr. Money in the Bank. He would have a contract to cash in and become world champion. El Jefe is giving him a tough time, though, there as Marcantel and Kevin Silva, the only 2 superstars in the ring, and Silva just got crushed with a power bomb. Jaquan Shea trying to get the upper hand over Mr. Extreme, bringing him up to his feet. No ladders have been introduced into the ring as of yet, but Mr. Extreme just got his ribs crashed down onto that security wall. You take out somebody's ribs, maybe even crack a rib. I mean, they're going to have to be able to breathe. They won't be able to climb a ladder. They won't have the energy to. Jaquan Shea, QB crushers. There's El Jefe with the ladder trying to use it against Mills, but Mills takes it away from him. Like a parent taking the candy away from a child. And then just slams him right in the face with the 2 ladders now brought to the ring. Mills and Jaquan Shea wielding the steel. Jaquan Shea going to try to set it up all week long, tweeting out saying, "You are looking at the next Mr. Money in the Bank," obviously trying to probably psych himself up more than anybody else. I don't know if the ladder match is very fun. Oh my, Jaquan Shea is giant swinging Mills right now. Blockbuster by Extreme El Jefe on the ladder, and Kevin Silva just died. What power, what strength by Jaquan Shea. And El Jefe now powerbombed on the ladder. The Reba man is getting dismantled right now, but still gets right back up to his feet. Nothing keeps El Jefe down for very long. Oh, guys, Mills takes out Jaquan Shea with a shot to the face off the ladder. Mills is the only man in the ring, but he's circling the ladder instead of climbing it like a shark in the water almost, circling its prey. I guess wants to make sure that Jaquan Shea stays down. Single knee backbreaker. And again. And then a third time. Mr. Extreme, Kevin Silva busy with each other. Nopo, Martini, Sam Valentine been kicking the snot out of each other since the bell rang. Now Mills sees his opportunity. Oh my God. Mills just needs to take a couple of steps to the top. Mills! 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 Jaquan Shea's starting to stir though. Can he get up to the top in time to stop Mills? Hands on the briefcase, Mills. In his debut, looks to become Mr. Money in the Bank. Jaquan Shea stops him though. Up the ladder, Jaquan runs, hook to the jaw, Mills fires back. Oh my God! Oh my God! No, don't tell me no. Ah, superplex! To Jaquan! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Rip Jaquan Shea, but El Jefe now sees his opening, sees his opportunity. Up the ladder goes the little fish, the little fish, the little fish. Mr. Money in the Bank staring us in the face as El Jefe have it. There goes Marcantel up the ladder as Mills tries to stop El Jefe. Marcantel to the top. What's Mills doing? Looking to push both men off. There goes El Jefe. Marcantel says, "Thanks, Mills. Thanks for holding it in place, brother." Marcantel! Marcantel! Can he unhook it? Does he have it? Kevin Silva trying as he might. Martini helps him out. And they push the ladder off. Marcantel's hanging on. El Jefe powerbombs him onto the ladder. Revenge for earlier in the match. Now everybody in the ring except Jaquan Shea. I don't even know how he's gotten back to his feet. Serious props to Shea for that after the superplex off the top of the ladder from Mills. Sam Valentine trying to snap back too. So many close calls already in this Money in the Bank ladder match. Every single superstar is willing to do whatever they have to walk out with that contract. The ring is now full. It's overcrowded. We need to eliminate some peeps here. El Jefe looks to do just that. Goodbye, Mr. Extreme. Jaquan Shea taking out Martini with these QB crushers, excuse me. Recognized by Valentine, no DQ. Low blow to the big red machine. Drops him down, takes him out of action. Whoa! Jaquan Shea tried for a handspring springboard enziguri, but instead landed face first on the ladder. That ended about as worse for him as it possibly could have. Mills sees Jaquan Shea like, "How the fuck are you standing? Let me finish you off," but then changes course, going for Martini now, or I don't know what he's doing. No fun. Martini drops down to the outside, looking to make sure Kevin Silva stays down. That ladder went flying. Rip in peace. Oh, that just nearly hit me right in the face. Please chill, guys. You don't have to take up the... Don't kill the messenger, all right? Well, Mills just got busted wide open off the curb stop by the Dream. Good night, Mills. Of course, Sam Valentine got himself some great momentum earlier this week. Or actually, no, that was El Jefe that won that triple threat. Actually, he pinned No Fun Martini with Sam Valentine that joined them. So Sam definitely wanting to turn his recent luck around for him and Reese Matthews, because if Sam Valentine becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. That's good for Reese as well. They're best friends. Matthews, I'm sure, would be very happy about that. That gets him closer to the Alpha World Championship than he is right now. Numerous times, El Jefe slamming the ladder into the back of Sam Valentine's head. Mills is still trying to get back up. Kevin Silva and No Form Martini bringing their fight up the ramp now. I don't know what the hell they're doing. El Jefe just keeps using the ladder as a weapon to take. Oh, guys, El Jefe. Look at Martini comes running down. Now Kevin Silva and Marketel fighting at the bottom of the ramp. And El Jefe, oh my God! El Jefe! El Jefe! Up the ladder! The human fish! The human fish! Has the contract in hand! El Jefe! Does he have it? Can he get it? Mr. Extreme stops him. Kevin Silva's climbing now. To the top. Kevin Silva meets him there. Forearm smash. Deflected though. Mr. Extreme trying to push him over the ladder, but he's not strong enough. Mr. Extreme's like, Jesus Christ, I just gotta fuck with one of these guys, I guess. Going for Silva. But the teamwork between Mr. Extreme and El Jefe. Now both guys reaching for the briefcase. Extreme, what are you doing? Extreme, just standing there. And El Jefe is Mr. Money in the Bank. The human fish gets it done at the show of shows. I think by the time Extreme got to the top, it was already too late. He saw that El Jefe had unhooked the briefcase. Holy shit. What a match. El Jefe, the human fish, the little fish in the big pond, is Mr. Money in the Bank. What a match. What a win for El Jefe. Whew, I had my heart racing. Man, what a match that was. Whew, and we still got 4 more matches to go here on day 2 of Ascendance 6. But El Jefe, baby, it's Mr. Money in the Bank, fish in the bank. What a season it has been for El Jefe. Wembley Stadium as the United States champion, as Michael Lee Pratt returns to the show of shows to challenge the ominous Pratt. Of course, this season spent over 6 months on the shelf due to an injury he received at Exodus, where he lost his Alpha World Championship. It's coming up. Money in the Bank. MLP won last year's Money in the Bank ladder match at Battle Scars, cashed in to become Alpha World Champion. We thought Pratt might have very well been gone for good, but he returned just a few months ago to step up to Alistair Knox. Knox, who has been unstoppable, seemingly unstoppable this season, nearly unstoppable. He has suffered a few losses here and there, but largely Knox has been untouchable and has had an ironclad grip on that United States Championship. Nobody has been able to even come close to taking it from him. 4 months tonight marks how long he has held that championship, the longest in CMV history. But will MLP have Knox's number? Will he be the one to finally take that championship and bring the red, white, and blue back to it? And here he comes, Michael Lee Pratt, the high-flying extraordinaire. Made his Ascendance debut last year where he was victorious. Will it be 2-0 for MLP? Will it be a big 2-0? Is he our next United States champion? The King of Flight certainly is walking into this matchup with a speed advantage, the athleticism aspect definitely delivering him the upper hand, I'd say, over Knox when it comes to that game. But Knox, the most deadly submission expert in recent memory. That censorship of his has choked out more names than I even know. I can't even fathom how many have fallen at the hands of Alistair Knox and censorship. But if Pratt can just avoid that, if he can maneuver himself around Knox, then he has a pretty good darn chance of winning this match. Like that camera angle, Pratt just coming in and out. Oh, hello. How are you? And here he comes. The most dangerous man on Monday Night Fusion. The ominous one. The CMV United States champion. Alistair Knox. This is the fourth to last match. Only 3 more matches after this. Up next it is the unsanctioned battle between Matt Devious and Andrew Briggs. But there he is. Once he won that championship, Alistair Knox avoided the title of all colors, saying this represents what America actually is. It takes people's dreams and it stomps on them, and that's what I represent. Alistair Knox enters his second Ascendance as the longest reigning United States champion of all time. Will Alistair Knox and his legacy continue after tonight, or will Pratt put an end to the almost godlike aura that Knox emits? For one of the grandest prizes in all of CMV, the United States Championship that is held by some of the best that have ever stepped foot inside of a CMV ring. The inaugural champion, of course, Zach Payne, and one of the many superstars who have fallen at the hands of Alistair Knox. But Alistair Knox has never come face to face with MLP before. The King of Flight, Michael Lee Pratt, a former Alpha World Champion. There he stands almost. Well, even if he was emoting, we wouldn't be able to tell because of his face mask there and goggles. But Alistair Knox, at the end of the day, even though it might not seem like it is human, he can be defeated. It has happened. As rare as it has been to happen, it has. Alistair Knox takes a look at his United States Championship before handing it off to referee Poe, and now it's up in the air. Who will walk out of Wembley Stadium as the United States Champion? Will it be the challenger MLP, or will it be the champion Alistair Knox? Held up high for the world to see, and let's get it on. Pratt. Knox. Agility versus submission aptitude. Whoever gets the upper hand first. If Pratt gets off that 630 senton of his, if Knox locks in censorship, well, certainly not the way MLP was wanting to start this matchup. Neckbreaker right out of the gate, followed closely by a lifting reverse DDT. Knox already having his way with this. My God! Discus forearm smash. I don't know that I've ever seen someone go as limp as that before. MLP just got knocked upside the head. Alistair begins strong. Can he keep it up though? Goes for an elbow drop. Maybe that was his mistake. Knox is not one to frequently go high. Taking a risk. It didn't pay off. MLP tries to capitalize on that with a pin. Gets only a 1 count overhand punch now. Pratt Irish whip out onto the apron. Slowly approaches. Brings Knox right back in because he knows Knox has the champion's advantage. Knox can retain his title via a count out or submission. He has before. However, MLP cannot win the championship either of those ways. Only by pinfall or submission inside of the ring can Pratt walk out of Ascendance 6 as the United States champion. Vertical suplex right down onto the shoulder. Dropped hard. Kick right up to the face, though. Stuns MLP only momentarily, but that's enough of a moment for Alistair Knox to retake control. Terminating knee. Might have broke his nose. Now MLP going to try to recuperate in the corner, but Knox gives him no reprieve. Up on the top rope. High in the air. Knox wants something big, something that could end this match. Wait a minute. Brainbuster on the top turnbuckle. The Chrome Dome getting spiked. Knox pulling out all the stops for this Ascendance 6 United States Championship match. Now mounting MLP for some punches to the face. A good measure stomp on the way out. Jawbreaker though. Knox is looking more for rare. Meteor by MLP. Up to the second turnbuckle. MLP flies double accidental but misses. Up onto one knee. Knox is trying to regain his bearings, but MLP doesn't give him that chance. Fisherman suplex overhead and a stiff kick to the upper back too. On one knee, man. Knox. Getting taken for a walk. MLP doing everything that he wants to right now. Knox got to turn that around, and he does. Forearm smash. The forearm smashes by Knox. Whew. Too spicy for me. MLP can't let those keep connected, man. And Knox so vicious, so volatile. Just slamming MLP face first off the canvas. Dragon screw though. Hands MLP back control. Turns to the fans to feed off their energy. The sea of CM Universe members here in Wembley Stadium on their feet for what they hope to be a great match. And still so much to come. Matt Devious, Andrew Briggs, unsanctioned match. Schmitty, Paul Devon in a 30-minute no DQ Ironman match for the Alpha World title in our main event. Josh Wolf challenging Chris Andrews in his home country. Both these guys here are a long way from home. Alistair Knox, of course, a Welshman. One of very few we've ever had in CMV. MLP hailing from Atlanta, GA. Atlanta, Georgia. Clothesline again. MLP catching his second win. Big time leaping lariat in the corner. Rebounds off the rope. Stuck to the clothesline. Now MLP is fired up. Kip up off the lariat again. Inverted crush to the pin. 1, 2. Oh my God. Talk about your close calls. Not enough to get it though. Knox stays resilient. It might be a black heart, but it's a heart nonetheless. Ooh! Hollywood hold by Alistair Knox. Trying something different than his censorship. MLP rolls out though. Pratt to his feet. Looks like he might be a bit wobbly. On them spaghetti legs. And on them spaghetti legs. Knox looks to capitalize. Pratt still in it though. Kick to the gut. Jawbreaker timber. Knox falls like a sack of stones. And there goes Pratt to the top rope. The top rope where he feels at home. The king of flight looking for his 630 set down to become the new United States champion. Does he have it? Connecting flush. 1, 2. No, Knox just barely able to get his shoulder up off the canvas before his championship slips away. MLP still in control. Not for long, says Knox, though, from behind after escaping the kick to the back. Goes low for a stop to the quad. Sleeper slam. Snapmare. And digging the knee into the spine. Wrenching back on the arm. Surfboard stretch. Applied by MLP. I don't think Pratt's looking for the submission victory here. I think more so he's trying to get some stamina back in his tank while keeping Knox grounded. But Knox escapes. Finds a way. And now Alistair out of nowhere puts the pressure on. Sinks his teeth into the censorship. Can Pratt escape, or will he become just another victim? Pratt battles through. Knox looks around. He can't believe it. Drilled under the canvas. MLP carries on somehow, some way. Knox gets right back to his feet, but is caught by an Irish whip to the corner. Now up on the top rope. MLP is looking for something big, but a boot to the chest. Knox gonna fly high. Rolling savant kick by the United States champion. Drops right down into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. What a match this has been so far. What I'm noticing, Alistair Knox has been unable to handle the athleticism of MLP. He can't keep him grounded. And if MLP doesn't stay grounded, Knox can't lock in that censorship. If censorship can't be locked in, Knox cannot retain his United States Championship. Forearm smash, close range, up against the ropes goes Knox, but it was a trap back body drop down to the outside. Remember, Knox has a champion's advantage. He can retain via countout, and I would not put it past him to do so, but MLP made sure that does not happen. Back into the ring. Pratt has championship aspirations that cannot be thwarted. Inverted crush once again connects. Perfect position if MLP goes to the top rope, looks for a 630 senton, but no, instead tries for something different. Something that might cost him. Knox fires off, arm drag. MLP's down, stunned. Knox knows it to the feet. Irish whip into the corner. Slowly approaches Knox from behind. Gonna put MLP up on that top rope now. Pratt, though, much like Knox did earlier, counters. Hurricane Rana by Pratt. Go to that top. Wait a minute, what? What is Pratt looking for here? Wait a minute. I think he's going for the edge of glory. But Knox counters after MLP was too short. Exploder suplex into the corner. Knox just got graced by the wrestling gods there. MLP's distance was too far off. He missed the edge of glory attempt. Jawbreaker, and again, timber goes Knox. Immediately starts to stir, trying to build himself back up in the corner, but MLP's waiting for him. Charges for a crossbody. This match has been a million miles a minute, man. I've barely been able to catch my breath, but what a match it has been for the United States title. These two going all out in order to walk out of Wembley Stadium as the champion. Up on a 1D punch to the top of the head. MLP's wasted too much time, though. Knox fires off, hook to the jaw. Rear slam from behind. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. Knox is not looking good, guys. MLP can sense that. Back to the surfboard stretch. Running on fumes is MLP. He has to catch his breath, take a moment. But he has to make sure that Knox does not get that equal amount of time to recuperate. That's why this is so important right here. Keeping the surfboard stretch locked in. Knox, though, eventually does get out of it. Crack to the jaw. MLP staggers just a bit. Knox sees his opportunity to finish this match off. Goes for censorship, but Pratt counters. And Pratt now setting Knox up for a backpack stunner. Or a modified backstabber. Might do it. Knox looks out of it. Flips him over, hooks the leg. Was too much time wasted? Or do we have a new United States champion? No, Knox. 2.99999. So close that MLP is actually arguing with referee Poe. Standing shooting star now. MLP's got to be starting to wonder, what do I got to do to win this championship? From the top rope, corkscrew into a body splash. Just one of the many amazing maneuvers in the repertoire of MLP, the king of flight. Pratt stirring, walking back and forth. He's trying to think of something that he can throw at Alistair Knox to keep him down, but there's nothing coming to mind. Oh, slammed the lower back right into the turnbuckles there. Tossed out to the center of the ring like garbage. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Lifting reverse DDT. Once again, Alistair Knox goes back to this maneuver. The United States champion. Slow, methodical pace. Never rushes into anything. Does Knox again, goes to that elbow drop. And again, MLP moves out of the way. The distance is there. Can MLP close it, or will Knox be quicker? Head scissors, whip, whirly bird goes MLP. Whatever MLP went for there, Knox throws overhead with the fireman's carry. Knox now snapmare. You can tell things are starting to slow. Figure 4 head scissors being applied now by Alistair Knox. We've seen MLP throughout this match try to take things down a bit, putting Knox into multiple rest holds. Now it's Knox who needs his chance to just wait a second, cool down, realize where he is and what he's doing. MLP unable to escape. Alistair Knox eventually lets go. The damage is done to MLP. Knox drags him by arm and leg. What does Knox have in mind here? A pinfall attempt by the champion. 1, 2, only a 2 count. MLP might not even know where he is, guys, after that head scissors fiasco. Oh my God, is Knox going to try for this again? 3rd time's the charm, as they say, and it is! Elbow drop, there we go. Knox really wanted that the entire match. Over the shoulders, dropped onto his derriere. MLP sees what might be his last chance in this match to defeat Knox and become the United States champion. Reverse DDT. Pratt with a standing moonsault that shook the entire ring. Jeez. Knox just collapsing back down, man. That tells you something. That tells you that Alistair Knox might just be done for. 630 senton again. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. How in the hell? Knox kicks out of the 630 senton again. The King of Flight. That's his best shot. His best shot's not enough. Knox charges him, but MLP catches him up. Arm drag goes Knox to the side. Knox swinging for the fences now out of desperation. Trying as he might. What can he do? Clothesline by Pratt. Stay down, Knox. Trip up by Alistair. Dropping right into a pin. Trying to catch MLP off guard. 2 count only though. Excuse me. MLP drenched in sweat. Oh, bicycle knee. And that usually plays into the censorship, but Knox hoping that that alone might just be enough to retain him the United States Championship. And it is! Alistair Knox lifting his knee right up under Pratt's chin. Keeps him down for the 3 count, and Alistair Knox is still the CMV United States Champion. The fight of his life from Michael Lee Pratt, and so many times I thought Pratt had it. Alistair Knox is still the United States Champion at Ascendance 6 live from Wembley Stadium in the UK. Even MLP cannot bring an end to the reign of terror being exhibited by Alistair Knox. Didn't even have to use censorship. He tried to, but MLP got out of it. That vicious bicycle knee, though, delivers Knox the win. And he is still our United States Champion. Is there any soul on God's green earth that can take that title from Alistair Knox? Because at this point, I don't know. Up next, guys, it is our tertiary main event. We are in the thick of it here for day 2 of the Ascendance VI Extravaganza. And we are about to delve into a very personal rivalry as former tag team partners, former best friends. Matt Diggs are set to collide in an unsanctioned match. And the name of the game for Matt Devious has been Mind Games ever since he returned from injury and did the unthinkable, driving a steel chair into the face of Andrew Briggs for months on end. Matt Devious, like a worm, has made his way into Briggs' head, where he's nested, and Briggs has been unable to snap back to reality. But tonight here on the grandest stage of them all, Andrew Briggs is looking to give Devious his. And finally it returned to some sense of normalcy. But for Matt Devious, this has been a long time coming. He says that Andrew Briggs dragged him down into the muck for far too long. And now that he's free, Jesus Christ, Matt Devious is looking swole. And look at what he's wearing. A Badman Inc. shirt. That was the tag team name of Matt Devious and Andrew Briggs. When Devious first debuted, Briggs had placed high in the 3rd annual Cyborg Invitational. He chose Matt Devious, a rookie at the time, to be his tag team partner, brought Devious under his wing. And Devious paid him back with a steel chair shot to the head. And this is an unsanctioned match, guys, which means that these two have the power to do whatever they want to each other. They signed a contract so that CMV will not be liable for whatever could possibly happen in this confrontation. It is anything goes. The match can only end by pinfall or submission in the ring. Matt Devious, of course, this time last year at this very event, won the Money in the Bank ladder match. And he said earlier that it is going to be 2-0 for the Hero Killer. Once he gets rid of Andrew Briggs once and for all, Matt Devious says he's going to finally move on to fulfill his destiny, becoming world champion. But not if this man, not if Andrew Briggs, the CMV veteran, the 3-time record-setting light heavyweight champion, the king of the ring, has anything to say about it. Andrew Briggs entering his 3rd ascendance, eager to take the dagger out of his back and strike it into Devious's black heart. The wait is over. Matt Devious, Andrew Briggs, unsanctioned match. I don't think either one of these guys are going to be walking out of Ascendance 6 on their own regard, but the question is who will walk out or be helped out, maybe on a stretcher, as the victor. Poe rings the bell, and now his only job is to call a pinfall or a submission. Briggs starts strong, pump handle dropped into a single knee gutbuster, goes to the apron immediately, but has second thoughts. Devious moves out of the way. Action roll, caught up in a rotation. Neckbreaker, though, drops him down hard. Up to that second turnbuckle. Devious flies. Simple elbow drop from the second turnbuckle right across the face. And Briggs starting strong. Listen to the audience here. The CMV Universe live at Wembley Stadium are on Briggs' side 100%. Devious caught up, not for long though. Clothesline drops Andrew Briggs, and Devious, already dastardly intentions entering his sick and twisted mind as he pins Briggs' arm to the canvas and stomps on the hand, trying to shatter Briggs' bones to little tiny pieces. Irish whip, Briggs rebounds off the ropes, caught on the rebound, chest bump though. That does it for Devious. Briggs able to take the advantage, goes for a drop kick now. But Devious charges. Briggs deflects. Face buster. Maybe even chip tooth. Goes low. Devious was ready for him though. Massive DDT spiked right on top of his head. Nope. Arm drag by Briggs. Devious not able to keep any sort of control for very long. Soccer ball kick. How poetic that we are live from Wembley Stadium. Andrew Briggs with a shout out. Followed closely by a knee drop, and now Devious scoop slam drop down behind. Scoop slam, but Andrew Briggs just continued to keep on rolling, baby. And he will not stay down. Back suplex, tip up, and talking that trash, saying, Devious, I will not let you pollute my mind any longer. Andrew Briggs is a free man once more. And as a free man, he's got one objective in mind: to destroy the hero killer. Rebounds off the ropes, moonsault. Thought he might have nearly overshot it, but lands right on the button. Now into the lateral press. One. Only a 1 count though. Andrew Briggs targeting the neck now of Devious. This is an unsanctioned match. These two can literally do whatever they want to each other, and CMV will not be held liable. They have basically signed away their bodies by participating in this matchup. Brought up into a seated position. Deep breath by Matt Devious. Drops down for a stiff slap of complete and total disrespect to the man who once considered his best friend. Clothesline out of desperation by Andrew Briggs. Might not even be aware of where he is right now. Forearm smashes by Devious, culminating with that catchphrase. But that's not all Devious is packing. Not too sure what Devious was going to try for there, but Briggs escapes it. And now Irish whip to the corner. And Briggs, Shining Wizard! Short arm clothesline! Drops to the pin, makes sure to hook the leg. 1, 2, 3, what? Holy shit! Just like that, Andrew Briggs does in the Devious bastard known as Matt Devious. Andrew Briggs was not playing around. He came here to defeat Matt Devious, and he did just that. Devious thought he was rolling towards the end, building a comeback, tried for what I can only think was a cradle DDT, but Andrew Briggs countered it, hit his patented Shining Wizard short arm clothesline combo, and Briggs was not out here to have an instant classic, was not out here to put on a show. He was here to defeat Matt Devious. He was here to destroy Matt Devious, and he did. And now, my fine feather friends, it is time for our co-main event of evening. Schmitty, Paul Devine one-on-one one more time. A rematch from last year's Ascendance, in which, of course, Paul Devine defeated Chris Andrews to become the new world champion. But Schmitty, if you recall, was general manager that particular moment in time, and he rushed down to the ring with a personal referee after Devine had already gone through a grueling match with the Bloody Brit. Schmitty made it a title match and ruined what was supposed to be the biggest moment of Paul Devine's entire life. But since then, Schmitty says that he has changed. He is a better man, not the stuck-up kid he was a year ago. He's a father now, and he wants to set the example for his son. The numerous times these guys have fought one-on-one, only when Schmitty had taken advantage of the beaten down Paul Devine has he been able to beat the Asian sensation. Every other instance, Paul Devine, when it was clean, straight, one-on-one, has emerged the victor. And for months, Schmitty has been challenging Devine to this matchup, but Devine said, I have nothing to prove. I've beaten you multiple times before. But Schmitty said, I need this match. And so after Devine just kept on refusing him, Schmitty resorted to his old ways, attacking Devine viciously at Purgatory. And that's exactly what Devine needed, because the very next night, Devine attacked Schmitty and accepted. And here we are. The co-main event, the game changer, the greatest professional wrestler on the planet today. Enters the Ascendance ring, where 1 year ago today he defeated Cole Savage in what was another instant classic matchup, and I assure you, this will not be any different. And there he is, the Asian sensation, the man who puts the rising and rising sun, Japan's biggest export, the five-time world champion, the one and only Paul Devine, entering his 5th Ascendance. Paul Devine, I'm sure, would much rather here tonight have been fighting for the World Championship, a championship match that he is certainly due. But Schmitty made sure that he got Devine here tonight in that ring. And now Devine is going to make him pay for it, going to make him regret that decision dearly. One more time, Schmitty, Paul Devine, one-on-one here on the grandest stage of them all. Can the game changer prove he has what it takes to defeat Paul Devine, or will the Asian sensation once again send him home to his son, disappointed? Well, a kick to the midsection by Schmitty right out of the get-go. Good news for him. Neck breaker. Brings Devine right back up to his feet for some more damage to be dealt. Pump handle neck breaker. That neck seems to be an early target. We saw Paul Devine's brother Quantum earlier tonight here at Ascendance 6 be victorious over Ryan Kent. Will it be a night for X-Gen to remember despite Hayden's unfortunate showing against Pierre Thompson last night? Jawbreaker. Devine staggers just a bit, but that allows Schmitty to close in, goes for another hangman's neckbreaker, but Paul Devine says one is enough, thank you very much. Forward rushing forearm smash. Schmitty gets rocked. I think he was going to attempt to roll to the outside, but Paul Devine caught him before he could. Kick to the back. Schmitty continuing to get taken to school by Japan's biggest export, but that jawbreaker right there is exactly what Schmitty needs to keep the upper hand over Paul Devine, but a neckbreaker by the 5-time tag team champion, former Anarchy champion, United States champion, 5-time world champion, Paul Divine's record at Ascendance is in the positive. Ascendance 2, he made his debut, he and his brother Quantum. Retaining their tag team titles. Ascendance 3, they lost in challenging the tag team champs, hashtag trending worldwide at the time. Ascendance 4, Paul Divine retained his Anarchy title against Jeff Wallace of Webb, and of course last year defeated Chris Andrews in the main event to become world champion. Set out Gourdbuster by Schmitty. Staple maneuver in the Game Changers arsenal. Certainly not going to be enough to keep down Paul Divine, and Schmitty knows that. Multiple punches to the top of that big forearm smash. Now goes up to the top rope, and Schmitty, not what I would call your average acrobat, but whoa, what is he doing? Oh, tries for an elbow drop, even though Divine had rolled out to the apron. Didn't go his way, but Schmitty says, never mind. Forearm smash knocks Divine down to the outside. I think Schmitty might just flicked some of his sweat. Wow, but what? Schmitty with a fucking moonsault from the apron to the outside on Divine. I have never seen anything like that before from Schmitty. A former world champion in his own right, United States champion, European champion, now gets tossed with a monkey flip into the steel post there. Count of 4 though. This is your clean standard singles match, so countouts are in effect as Schmitty gets slammed face first off the post. Now Divine wants to get this fight back into the ring. And he does just at the count of 7. After inflicting as much damage as he could have at ringside, now dragged by arm and leg. And what is Paul Divine cooking up here? The cogs turning in his mind as they ever are. Drops down behind though. Too much time was wasted by Divine. Schmitty throws it against him with a reverse DDT. Dragged by the arm towards the center of the ring. Propped up seated position. Rolling neck snap. Both these men have become staples of Monday Night Fusion. Incredible competitors, no matter how you personally might feel about Schmitty and his attitude. I, for one, do believe he has changed. I do believe he is a better man. Having a child has transformed Schmitty. But in order to get this match with Divine, a match that Schmitty needs, a match that Schmitty needs to win, in order to feel like a man, he had to resort to some of his old tactics. Paul Divine with a stomp down onto the face. Drops down into a front headlock. Now a gator roll being applied. Transitioned into a crossface. Paul Divine trying to slowly but surely chip away at Schmitty's base. Wear him down before he tries to put the brakes. Oh, Schmitty, wrong time to taunt, my friend. Paul Divine goes for a Hurricane Rana. Into the pin. Oh, my God. 1, 2. Oh. I thought Schmitty might have just handed the win to Divine there for a split second. My heart about to burst out of my chest. Snapmare. Paul Divine caught up in this neck crank now by the greatest professional wrestler on the planet today. Paul Divine might have something to say about that though. Running neck breaker. Drops down to 1D, and Schmitty had a just instinct perhaps. Hooks the leg for the pin and gets only a 2 count. Hands on his hips, breathing heavily. Hook to the jaw, and Schmitty utilized this very maneuver to force Paul Divine to tap out earlier this week in that 8-man tag team match on Monday Night Fusion. Can he tap him out here in the co-main event of Ascendance 6? No, Divine breaks the hold. Back of his head connecting right to Schmitty's face, and now Divine with the catchphrase to the corner. Look at that crowd. All on their feet, cheering for the man of the hour. That time wasted. Schmitty nearly uses it against Divine, but Divine prepared for anything and everything, and now to put the finishing touches on this long-standing rivalry and prove to Schmitty once and for all that he just cannot beat him. Divine intervention to the pin. 1, 2, no! A 2 count only for Schmitty, who now has to go into overdrive. I thought he was going to go for old school Schmitty right there. Not going to lie, Hangman's neckbreaker. And now he's going to go for it. The sweat dripping down his face, the fire in his eyes. Schmitty, old school. To the pin, hastily hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, no. I swear to God, I heard Poe's hand hit the canvas for the 3, but Poe says no. Very, very close. But not in the bag just yet. Another forearm smash that would knock out any normal man on the street. Here goes Schmitty tucking Divine's head between his legs for that slam down onto the canvas, busting the Asian sensation wide open, mixing in with that paint he's got on his face now. Hook of the leg. 1, 2 count only though. Schmitty kicks out. Drop kick to the shoulder. Might have clipped the back of Schmitty's head as well. Arm drag though. There's no quit in Schmitty. This is the biggest match of his career. He's got so much to prove. He worked his ass off to get this match, and he is not going to go down without the fight of his life. This match means something to Schmitty. It might not mean anything to Paul Divine, but it means something to Schmitty. The game changer lines up his shot, pinpoint knee drop right to that open wound across the forehead of Divine. Snapmare driver. Oh! I just cringed at the way Divine landed face first into the canvas off that. 1, 2. Schmitty's getting agitated. You can tell by the look on his face, but remains determined, remains as dangerous as ever. But Divine catches the boot for the attempt of the old school Schmitty again, and just like that, Divine goes for Divine intervention again, but Schmitty counters. On the edge of my seat. It's 1999 up in here. It's a reversal fest at Ascendance 6, an our co-main event. A battle between one of the 2 best superstars to ever step foot in a CMV ring. Divine is gushing blood. Eat defeat. Schmitty gets a boot to the side of the head. Dragged away from the ropes. Divine tries for a pin. 1, 2. Oh. Very, very, very close. Divine is closing in on this one as he once more looks to target the arm of Schmitty, so that Schmitty cannot lock in that rear naked choke of his. Divine knows that's probably the dangerous maneuver in Schmitty's arsenal, at least when it comes to him, because Divine tapped out to it earlier this week on Fusion. Arm drag, and there's a little mini knee drop. Staying on target, and the target most definitely is that gash across the forehead, neck crank. Schmitty taking slow, deep breaths, trying to maintain his integrity, trying to maintain. Time stamp. How about the reflexes of Schmitty to see that coming? Reverse smash slam takes down Divine, and now Schmitty. Irish whip to the corner, approaching, throws him out. Schmitty goes to the apron. Springboard lariat chops down Divine. To the pin. Does Schmitty have it? 1, 2. Closer and closer and closer and closer. But can Schmitty find the 3 count? Can he force Divine to submit? Or at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, is Divine just the better man? And that's the way it is. Spinning reverse STO. Divine with a scoop slam attempt. Schmitty drops down behind, pushes Divine into the ropes. Forearm smash to the ribs. Forearm smash now knocks Divine to the outside. What is Wow! Suicide dive! Mamma mia, Papa John! Schmitty pulled out every single stop in this match, doing things I have never seen him do before. DDT on the outside. Schmitty, though, collapsing, unable to even pull himself up to his feet. Trip up, though. Divine, it might look like he's down and out. Count of 6. Again, getting into dangerous territory here. Very, very dangerous territory. Back into the ring go. Schmitty and Divine. One more time here at Ascendance 6. It has been an amazing match so far, but is Schmitty done for at the count of 2? Drop kick. Divine bleeding, drenched in sweat, but pushes on as only he can. The biggest heart in CMV history. Undying is Paul Divine's passion, his will. The X-Gen fans in attendance cheering on their boy. But Schmitty right into the 24th punch he walked. 1, 2. That is exactly how Paul Divine defeated Chris Andrews last year in the main event of Ascendance 6. Andrews walked right into a 24th punch, but Schmitty bites the bullet and somehow comes out the other side still kicking. Boot up under the chin. Paul Divine caught off guard, but it's not going to get Schmitty the win. Stiff kick to the back. Where's Schmitty going? Up top. High ranked district. Is this so wise? Is this so smart? Late into this matchup. What is Schmitty looking for here? Ooh! Spinning back elbow. Finds its mark. Winding elbow drop down to the back of the head. You can tell Schmitty is just trying to wear down, grind on Paul Divine until there's nothing but dust left. Slips through the head scissors. Overhand punch. Kick to the midsection. Caught though by Schmitty. Turns Divine around. Arm drag. Throws him down to the canvas. Stomp down onto the face. Lining up the shot. Looking to deliver a reality check to Paul Divine. Knee to the side of the head. Neck breaker to follow through. What a combination. And now Schmitty was thinking of something. Trying to drag Divine out of the corner here. Not wanting to risk a rope break, I suppose. Another pinfall attempt, pin after pin after pin after pin by Schmitty, doing whatever he has to after every single move, hoping, praying something's going to be enough. Divine escapes the head scissors as the blood continues to rush down his face. Michinoku driver. What is Divine doing now? He's looking for a pin. Both these guys know that the longer this matchup goes, the harder it's going to be for them to win the match. Exhausting every possible avenue to put each other down. Schmitty with a lockjaw. One of the things I admire most about Schmitty, though, is that he never gives up. As he again locks in that rear naked choke. Body scissors applied. Divine has nowhere to go as his arms flail. Poe in position. But Divine refuses to tap, and Schmitty has nothing left to keep it locked in. Divine didn't tap, but he might be passed out. 1, 2, no! Schmitty can't believe it. But now, the final nail to be hammered into the coffin. Old school Schmitty. Not wanting Divine to get lucky with the rope break. To the pin. 1, 2. No! No! And Divine somehow, some way, continues to survive. As Schmitty now, you can see it's starting to build up. It's starting to build up for Schmitty. He's getting frustrated. He's getting agitated. To the top rope he goes again. Maybe again looking for that spinning back elbow. Nope, this time an elbow stamp right to the top of the head. Devon right back up to see though. Rolls out of the way. Irish whip, public tap into the snap power slam. Quick pin, hoping to catch Schmitty off guard. 1, 2. 2 count, 2 count, 2 count, 2 count, 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. Where's the 3? Drop kick missed. On the third attempt, Schmitty walks right into a jawbreaker. And a time stamp! The boot to Schmitty's face. These guys are throwing each other through the meat grinder. Neither of them's going to leave the same. But Divine, to ensure he walks out the winner, Divine Intervention again connects into the pin. 1, 2. Oh my God, I hate this game. At least it was good timing. Schmitty kicking out of a second Divine Intervention. Paul Devon collapsing down onto one knee. I mean, at this point in the matchup of this magnitude, it starts to wear on your soul as well. You start to doubt yourself, and when that self-doubt begins to creep into your mind, it throws you off your game. It makes you vulnerable. It makes you unsure if you're good enough. It makes you unsure if you have what it takes. Divine wants something big. He wants something big to bring this match to an end. Schmitty up top. Oh, mamma mia. I can't even fathom what Divine is going to go for here. Super play. Oh, my God. Falcon Arrow rolls through. Incredible. Incredible. If that doesn't do it, I don't know what will. 1, 2. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Jawbreaker now by Schmitty. Hook to the jaw. Deflected. Forearm smash. Time stamp again. And Divine, no wasted motion, immediately lifts Schmitty up to his feet. Michinoku driver combo to do it. Can barely stand, but somehow he pushes on. Corkscrew neckbreaker, moonlight drive. And Divine again lines up Schmitty, tucks him between his legs, up over the back. Divine Intervention. The third time is the charm, as they say. Uno, dos. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. I mean, I knew that it was going to take a lot to keep either one of these guys down. I knew this was going to be a show stealer. I knew this was going to be one of the greatest matches we've ever seen. But how in the hell does Schmitty have anything left? Where's Schmitty going now? Schmitty's agitated. Like I said, that self-doubt is getting to creep in. Schmitty doesn't know if he can beat Paul Divine. Now Divine to his feet. Irish whip to the corner. From behind, Divine puts Schmitty to the top rope yet again. Schmitty's riding blind now. Smacking that ass. German suplex from the mountaintop. You got to be kidding me. That does it. That does it. That does it. 1, 2, 3. Paul Divine with a massive German suplex from the top rope. Defeats Schmitty. There was no way in hell that Schmitty was kicking out of that. Not after everything. What a match. My God. But for Schmitty, perhaps it's time to finally realize that when it's him and Devon in that ring one-on-one, Devon is just a better man. Paul Devine continues to be the man to beat in CMV. Amazing. That is certainly going to be a tough task to follow, but if any match can do it, it is our main event up next. 30-minute no DQ Iron Man match. As the Alpha World Championship will be on the line, Josh Wolf challenges the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. Congratulations to Devon, but what's next for Schmitty? "30 minutes will be on the clock. There will be no disqualifications, no countouts. One man will leave Wembley Stadium in the UK as the CMV Alpha World Champion. Man, will it be? Can Josh Wolf, or rather Fenrir, finally reach the peak mountain and earn the Alpha World Championship after everything that he has gone through this season? The Bloody Brit, headlining his second straight Ascendance in his home country, continue to make history. Right here tonight marks 5 months he has held the Alpha World Championship. But can the history maker, with the lights on bright at Ascendance 6, get the job done? It's a tough one to call. Votes have been all over the place. Bets have been cast, but no favorite. Never fought one-on-one once. And Josh Wolf was victorious. However, Chris Andrews has the more experience. He has been in 2 Ironman matches. He has won both of them. It has been a hell of a season for Josh Wolf. There have been far more downs than there have been ups. And despite the wicked backlash of the CMV universe against Josh Wolf main eventing Ascendance 6, Castlefave has put her faith in Josh Wolf, but has that faith been properly placed? Because this isn't Josh Wolf, this is Fenrir. This is something else that has possessed Josh Wolf, but perhaps it is what Josh Wolf needs in order to win this match. His friendship with Chris Andrews, a friendship that has stood the test of time this season while everybody else has turned their backs on Josh Wolf. Britt has been there. But for the Alpha World Championship, Fenrir is willing to do whatever he has to do to become the Alpha World Champion. And look at Josh Wolf dressed from head to toe and these tribal markings that I can't even begin to make sense of. Dressed for not a match, not for a battle, but for a war. Josh Wolf is not the man that we once knew, not anymore. After opportunity passed Josh Wolf by, after person stabbed him in the back, Wolf finally succumbed to his inner demons and allowed Fenrir to take over. Josh Wolf has sacrificed everything for this opportunity. And remember, this is an Iron Man match. 30 minutes will be on the clock. Whichever one of these two superstars has the most falls, either by pinfall submission at the end of that 30 minutes, will leave Wembley Stadium and Ascendance 6 as the Alpha World Champion. There are no countouts and there are no disqualifications. And that is a face that truly only a mother could love. Josh Wolf, now, in all honesty, lately has sent chills up and down my spine every time he enters the CMV ring. And here he comes, Wembley Stadium on their feet, the Bloody Brit in his home country, headlining his second straight Ascendance. And look at that, coming out dressed up as a knight. Oh, only Chris Andrews, baby. Last year he was Spawn. Only Chris Andrews can pull something like this off. The Bloody Brit doesn't care about what's happened to Josh Wolf. The Bloody Brit doesn't care about Fenrir. Chris Andrews cares about one thing. Well, two things. Well, three things. Kicking ass, drinking lager, and his Alpha World Championship. Ago tonight, Chris Andrews was in this exact same position, standing across the ring from Paul Devine with the Undisputed Championship on the line. Devine got the better of him, and for a year, Chris Andrews has regretted that. Now he has the chance to atone, to make up for it. But somehow he has to get past the, to put it bluntly, mentally unstable, the psychotic, the dangerous Josh Wolf. But for Wolf, he has to somehow find a way to get over the most resilient man in CMV history. The biggest heart. The heart of a champion. "30 minutes on the clock as referee Poe takes the Alpha World Championship. Chris Andrews looking longingly at it. He knows the Brit puts nothing past Josh Wolf here, and if Wolf's smart, he puts nothing past Andrews. Josh Wolf, Chris Andrews, the main event of Ascendance 6 live from Wembley Stadium in the UK. The referee rings the bell and the 30 minutes start to count down. Right out of the gate, single on the hook DDT by Josh Wolf. And what? Wait a minute, Wolf! Already looking to put a score up on the board, but Britt says, hold on 1 minute. Hold this for me real quick. No Wolf counters. Both men immediately going for their finishing maneuvers. Not even a minute into the match, but both get countered. What a start. And that is exactly how quick we could see a fall go down in this Iron Man match. The Brit with that marching vertical suplex, relentless stomps down to the back of Wolf's head now as he reels him into a front headlock. Elbow down to the back of the head, and now an Irish whip rebounds to Wolf. Andrews waiting for him. Josh Wolf, though, says, no way, Jose. A little bit taken aback there. That was a pretty awesome arm drag. Never seen Britt pull something like that out before. Excuse me, Britt's not what I would label as a technical wrestler. A brawler through and through. You don't want to exchange fisticuffs with Andrews. Knife edge chop. Wolf goes crashing down. Up on the one knee, and that was a bitch slap. Yeah, Wolf not going to take that line down. Punch to the gut, charges Andrews, forearm smash. To the jaw. Whatever Wolf went for there, countered by Britt. Backed into the corner. Yeah. What the hell is this? Hugging him? Woo, Nelly! Thrown overhead, massive belly-to-belly suplex. I don't know what. Oh. Cliffhanger, pop-up German suplex by Chris Andrews. Already not looking good for Wolf as he's Irish whipped into the corner. A slow but steady approach by Andrews. Josh Wolf sucks him in though. Knife edge chop. Irish whip now. Out of the corner. Vindication. Oh, nearly right into the camera there. Good Lord Almighty. Overhead fireman's carry. Britt not allowing Josh Wolf to stay in control for very long. Smacks that strike attempt out of the way. And now Wolf, Jesus. Unloading on Chris Andrews. Punches and kicks, and Wolf with a lion tamer. Josh Wolf with a lion tamer applied. Will Wolf take the lead at 27 minutes on the clock? No, Andrews bites the bullet, bides his time, and escapes. Oof. I don't know if anybody has a stiffer clothesline than Chris Andrews and CMV. Turning Josh Wolf inside out. Now Britt circles, but just a few precious seconds there. Josh Wolf is able to use. Comes back to, thrown overhead. Chris Andrews pops him up. Over the shoulders, taken for a ride. Snake eyes on that top turnbuckle. Stomp to the knee for good measure. Stomp to the chest and a pin by Britt. Definitely want to get on that board first, because then it forces your opponent to work from underneath. They have to tie you in order to then make another fall and go positive, take the lead. Here's Britt with these mounted punches. Vicious striking ability on display. Snapmare, Chris Andrews is in firm control over Wolf right now. Wolf looks to change that. Punch to the midsection. Charges. Float over DDT. Britt spiked. Where's Wolf going now? Up to the second turnbuckle. Josh wants to fly. Cannonball senton. Josh Wolf pins the arm. Oh no, Wolf trying to break the hand of Chris Andrews. Imagine if he does, the Brit would have to go 25 minutes with a broken hand in this match. Honestly, a ruthless. Oh! Well, was that worth it though, Britt? Flipping off Josh Wolf right in his face, but Wolf now with a trio of headbutts. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. Kick to the back. Chris Andrews saw it coming. Veteran instinct moves out of the way. Now the last laugh. Regalplex. The bridge to pin. Remember, there are no rope breaks. Britt collapsing, and that is not a good sign. There's 24 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. If Britt is already out of stamina, and I think that the longer this matchup goes, the more it certainly will benefit Josh Wolf as the smaller man, as the man who no doubt has the better cardio. Cliffhanger version 2, though, into a pin for a 2 count. Andrews to go up on the board. Stalking Josh Wolf, delivering some revenge! Yeah. 1, 2, No! Andrews not able to take the lead. Josh Wolf out just before the 3. And look at Britt now just hammering away at the forehead of Josh Wolf, trying to tenderize him like some hamburger meat. It's that power, that unmatched strength of Chris Andrews. Josh Wolf, though, fires back sharply with a dragon screw. 23 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Josh Wolf, combination he's been using as of late. Actually defeated Reese Ortiz earlier this week on Genesis. There's the howl to signal that Wolf is looking for the first fall. But that time is used against him. Short arm clothesline by Chris Andrews. Stomp down onto the arm. Face first into the canvas. And here's Britt with a camel clutch setup. Jesus Christ, man. Britt wants blood. Britt wants blood here at Ascendance 6. He always wants blood. 1, 2. Ooh, I thought he might have gotten the first fall right there. A stop attempted. Wolf, though, the much quicker between the two, able to slide out of the ring, but as soon as he re-enters the fray, Irish whip to the corner. Josh Wolf boot to the side of the head. Oh, I thought he was going for the last lap for a second. Instead of the Omega Driver. And Josh, finger to the trigger. Fully loaded. Jaws of Fenrir. Will it be Wolf who goes up on the board with the first fall? 1, 2, no! 21 minutes and 55 seconds. And still not a fall for either man. Josh, slow pace being adopted as he tries to bring Britt up to his feet. Now Britt charges. Trip up. Looks like Wolf did a pretty good job of protecting himself there, putting his arms up from those strikes. A couple definitely got through, though. Britt tries for a pin. No go. Off the ropes. Oh, just testing his cardio, making sure his stamina is in check for this Iron Man match. Remember, it's no DQ. These guys, if they want to, we can see some weapons introduced. Hung up to drive. Britt chest first across that top rope. Gonna make it hard for him to breathe the rest of the match. Maybe gets Josh Wolf the fall, but no. Only a 2 count. The knees digging into the chest again and again. Ruthless. Vicious. The DDT patented Wolf vintage. 1, 2. Oh, mamacita. It's getting close, man. It's getting close. 20 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Clothesline by the Brit, though, just as Wolf is starting to build up some serious offense. Chris Andrews sends it tumbling down. Back and forth they go now, exchanging. Joseph Fenrir out of nowhere! Out of nowhere! To the pin, Wolf scurries. 1, 2, 3! Wolf is on the board! 1 point scored for Fenrir. And now all Wolf has to do is defend. But taunts! And Britt's gonna make him pay. 1, 2! Oh, to tie it up that quickly. Britt tried. Leg drop. Elbow drop. Forearm smash for 19 minutes and 20 seconds. Josh Wolf has to be on the defensive. He is in the lead now. Can he maintain that lead? Or will Britt tie it up? Josh Wolf is bleeding badly. I didn't even see when he got cut open, and he was bleeding like a stuck pig. Donning that crimson mask. And now Andrews is pissed. He is beating the hell out of Josh Wolf. Absolutely whooping this poor boy. To the pin. 1, 2. Close, but not enough to tie things up for Chris Andrews. Will Britt be known as the man who 2 Ascendance main events in a row choked? Or can he come back and in his home country retain the Outworld Championship? Now Britt's busted open off that sharp forearm smash. Clothesline to finish the combination. Britt right back up though. Doesn't stay grounded for long. Watch out, referee Poe. You've managed to not take too many bumps tonight. You don't want to get caught between these two. Andrews now is bleeding terribly. What the hell? Both these guys drenched in blood. Cliffhanger for the 3rd time in this match. 1, 2, 3, and Britt ties it up. 1-1 now. We're back to a draw. 1-1 with the Outworld Championship on the line in the main event of Ascendance 6 live from Wembley Stadium in the UK. Josh Wolf looks to retake the lead. Scoop slam, Britt drops down behind, stomp to the quad. Big clothesline, Scottish sickle. And Britt, baby, telling Wolf, hang on 1 second, homie, hold this for me. Revenge, and will Britt take the lead? Boost off to 2 over Wolf's 1. No! And that pisses Britt off. 17 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Scoop slam. Wolf able to wiggle free though. Reverse DDT. This is what the main event of Ascendance is all about. Josh Wolf. Jaws of Fenrir. Can he retake the lead? 1, 2, 3. Yes, he can. Wolf's in the lead again. 2-1. You see how Britt right away starts to try and get back to his feet. This is out of instinct. This is will keeping Britt going as the blood just continues to spurt out of the open wound across his forehead. Blood is everywhere as Wolf now looks for a submission point. Fujiwara armbar. Britt eventually rolls through though, escapes. The damage to that arm might be done though. Irish whip to the corner. Wolf comes up from behind. Turns Britt around so that they are face to face. And Josh, maybe a bit of hesitation. Maybe Josh Wolf is breaking through, seeing Britt his friend in this way, but Fenrir takes back over. And in an instant, from the high-ranked district, Josh Wolf looks for something big, but Britt fights back. Gourd buster from the top rope. And Britt, leg drop. An Ascendance size leg drop. Leg drop or elbow drop that time rather. Kick to the shoulder, whatever Wolf was trying for on the top rope there. It backfired big time. Snapmare headbutt. Gets an elbow to the face instead. We are pretty much at the halfway mark. 15 minutes has surpassed. It is 2-1 in favor of Josh Wolf. Both men are bleeding. Both men are wounded. Both men are showing the signs of what has been a war. But it's not over yet. DDT again by Wolf. Goes right for the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. Britt not going to allow Josh Wolf to take that far of a lead. Look at Wolf's fucking face, dude. Britt might not have a choice though. Gets to his feet, unaware of what's awaiting him. The jaws of Fenrir strike once more. To the pin. 1, 2. No! Britt knows he can't let Josh Wolf go up 2 points. Otherwise, it'll be nearly impossible for Britt to come back. Britt, desperate intentions in mind, tries for a pin. Only a 2 count. Punch to the side of the head. Chris Andrews got to tie things up. And remember, if this match goes to a draw, Chris Andrews would retain his championship. So all he has to do is get another fall and then go on the defensive, really. Cliffhanger. I don't even know how many times he's hit that in this match now. This match has just been a flurry of blood, fists, boots. Chris Andrews from behind, but Josh Wolf is ready for him. Off the ropes, rocket kick, the boot of Josh Wolf planted to the side of Chris Andrews' head. Wolf hooks the leg to pin. 1, 2, 13 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Britt moves out of the way of that kick to the back. Wild right misses. Wolf slamming Britt back first into the corner, chucking him to the center of the ring. As if he's nothing. Like a rag doll. But Britt ain't no rag doll. Britt's the Alpha World Champion. Britt's that real motherfucker. Big roar. Blood just flying out of his mouth. Might have went into the mouth of... Oh, super kick out of nowhere. Britt took his eye off the prize. He lost focus. Barreling down the sights. Massive shin. Right to the throat. Knee to the face. 1, 2. 2 counts. It's all about Britt right now, man. He's got to work to tie things up. Wolf currently in the lead, 2-1 in this 30-minute no DQ Iron Man match for the Alpha World Championship and the main event of the greatest stage of them all, Ascendance VI Revenge! And that'll do it. No rope breaks, remember. 1, 2. Oh my God. And Britt is understandably pissed because he can feel the Alpha World Championship slipping away from him. Reverse DDT. Josh Wolf. Drop kick to the knee does not take Britt down, but it does take Britt's focus for just a moment. Allows Josh Wolf to unload with that combination. Here goes Wolf again. Laying out the arm of Chris Andrews, stomping on that hand, guys. 11 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. Two warriors. I have so much respect for both of these men. No matter who walks out the winner, I'm going to make sure to shake both their hands after they have a shower. After they see the doc get stitched up. Oh my God, Jaws of Fenrir. Can Wolf take the definitive lead? Can he go up 2 points to the pin? 1, 2, 3. He can. Oh my God. It is now 3-1. That means Andrews has to score 2 falls in a row in order to tie things up again. The roar from Josh Wolf echoes throughout the arena as he looks to mark his territory, as he looks to become Alpha World Champion. Samoan driver off the ropes. Oh my God, taking out Poe in the process of that senton. What did Poe ever do? And look at Wolf mounting Britt, getting the blood on his hands, all over his chest, dripping down to his mouth. He tastes the iron, and it tastes good. But Poe is down. Wolf knows he can't make a pin right now. And Poe, there we go, starting to stir. There you go. Josh Wolf, hands on his hips. He is absolutely drained. Chris Andrews. It is all or nothing for the Brit. 2 falls in a row he has to score in order to retain his Alpha World Championship. Look, I don't even know what you want to call this. Targeting the knee, the arms, and the leg of Britt all at the same time, though. I don't even know if at this point in the matchup, Wolf really has to wear down Chris Andrews. Man, every time Britt finds an opening, every time Britt tries to come back, Josh Wolf is right there around the corner to smack him down. And another Jaws of Fenrir. If Wolf takes a 3-point lead in only 9 minutes and 15 seconds, there's no way Andrews comes back. Oh my God! Wolf has taken a 3-point lead. It is now 4-1, but Wolf's got nothing left. Can Britt clutch this anyway? He's got 8 minutes and 55 seconds to somehow score 3 falls. And if there's anybody that can do it, it is that man right there, even in the condition that he currently is in. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 counts. And here comes that rugged side of Chris Andrews. Come on, Britt, you could do it. I know you can. 8 minutes, 30 seconds has passed by. Samoan driver again by Wolf. He wants to take a 4-point lead. 1. Only a 1 count. Come on, Britt. Come on, Britt. Come on, Britt. I know you got it in you. You got to dig down deep. There's a way. You just got to find it. Clothesline. Clothesline again. Clothesline a 3rd time. 7 minutes. 45 seconds for Andrews to score 3 falls. Cliffhanger. Rearing its ugly head again. Oh, Britt, why didn't you go for the pin right there, man? Trip up by Wolf. I can see the glare of the blood off Wolf's forehead. It is genuinely disgusting. I'm cringing over here. Knocked down to the outside. There are no countouts. There are no holds barred, but it is not falls count anywhere. I know exactly what Wolf is doing. He's on the defensive. He's making sure Andrews cannot score any falls. Wait, is it falls count anywhere? Because Poe just... It is! Oh, I did not know that. Poe... Oh my God. There's no way. There's no way. It is now 5-1. There's no way in hell that Wolf scores 4 falls in 6 minutes. Oh, Adam! Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to say. It is 6-1. Josh Wolf is in the lead, and there are 6 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock, unless Britt gets a fall a minute. Revenge! Oh, come on, Britt. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's 6-2. 4 more falls, Britt. 4 more falls. Oh my God, can you imagine if Chris Andrews comes back? Holy shit. Josh Wolf on the defensive. Is he taking a page out of Britt's book right now? All things 3s. And the final one, a botchplex. 1. It's only a 1 count. Britt has to score 4 falls in 5 minutes and 30 seconds in order to retain his Alpha World Championship. The score is 6-2. And it looks like these guys want to spend the rest of the match in the alleyway between the ring and the security wall. Oh my God. Short arm clothesline. Come on, Britt, come on. The home country crowd is behind him. Everybody is on their feet. Kick to the back. A fall a minute, Britt. A fall a minute. A fall a minute. Ribs first. Into the apron. Stomps down onto the knee. Fireman's carry overhead. Punch to the back of the head. Britt brought up to his feet. What is Wolf doing here? Oh my God! Slam! Ribs, kidneys first on the security wall. 1, 2. Oh, thank the Lord. 6-2. Belly to belly by Andrews. Come on, man. I know I'm supposed to be unbiased, but I can't help it. Can we get that super ultra mega clutch from Andrews? Where there's a will, there's a way. What is this? German suplex. Followed through by a waistlock lariat. Britt pin. Pin. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. 1, 2, 3. It's 6-3, 6-3, Britt. 3 falls, Britt, 3 falls. Oh my God. Come on, come on. Josh Wolf, though, still definitively in the lead. Puts Britt right back down. Jaws of Fenrir. And just as it was looking like Britt might have a chance, Josh Wolf goes up another point. 7-3. And with 2 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Ow! Revenge! Get him, Britt, get him! Hook of the leg! 1, 2. Oh, we didn't see the pin there behind the barricade. 7-3. With only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, though, for Britt to score 4 falls. It's academic. But at least if Britt's gonna go down, he's gonna make sure. Oh my God! I think I heard one of Wolf's ribs crack. But Jesus, Britt, you don't gotta kill the kid. Holy shit. 7-3. 1 minute and 55 seconds left on the clock. My head is spinning. My voice is raspy, but this is the main event of Ascendance 6. Britt gets face first into the announce table. They have spent this entire match using the entire arena as a weapon. 1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock. Maybe Britt can at least score the last ball. Josh Wolf wants to make sure even that doesn't happen. 1. Only a 1 count. My God. One minute left on the clock. And as the timer counts down from 40 in the main event of Ascendance 6, live from Wembley Stadium in his home country. These two continuing to fight as if there's another 10 minutes left on the clock, but Wolf with another Jaws of Fenrir wants to make it definitive. Who is the Alpha World Champion? To finish it at 8-3. 1, 2, 3. No, Britt kicks out, but it doesn't really matter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Josh Wolf is the new CMV Alpha World Champion. Fenrir showed us a side of Josh Wolf that I have never seen before. An absolutely vicious assault in this match. But it is Josh Wolf who, after a year journey in the main event of the grandest stage of them all, puts down a defiant Brit. To become the new Alpha World Champion. From rising star to the star. That's a good way to put it. Well, guys, I run it. I am going to be taking a week break, obviously, so today was Monday, and that's usually when Fusion is streamed. So we will be back next Monday to continue on with the rest of the season, the couple of months that we have left. What is the Fallout going to be like? And keep in mind, guys, 1 week from tonight on the Fallout Fusion is the 3rd annual draft. So who's going to Fusion? Who's going to Genesis? Who's getting called up from NGW? You are going to want to tune in to find out. I also got a couple more announcements, but I was pondering, what do you guys think about doing a post-show? I was thinking maybe in like 20 minutes, I'll start a party. Whoever wants to join, we can talk about the show. Maybe get a proper panel of like the pre-show. I have a few things to announce as well, so I think that would be a good place to do it. But either way, great show. And this was the longest day. This is 3.5 hours we're ending at. I'd say the best show. Every single match here was great. Matt Davis, Andrew Briggs I expected that to be the show stealer, and that ended up being, I think, the shortest match of tonight's show. Briggs was not playing around. Wow. So many huge upsets, outcomes that I did not expect. And Josh Wolf is the new Alpha World Champion. All hail Soul. But, as always, I appreciate y'all coming along with me for the journey. And if you like what you saw, you are new to the stream, make sure you do hit that follow button so that you know when I go live. We're closing in on 2,000 followers, by the way. I'm looking at like 1,830 or something like that last time I checked. Let me check right now. Stick around. I'll read predictions right now. We'll find out who won. Go to the website. I can't keep the chat open at the same time, though, so I'm going to listen to the chat, but let's find out. Sorry, I was reading some Facebook messages there. Alright, let's find out who won this predictions contest. Who's going to be the true predictions king? Because you are winning we're getting to book the entire Fallout Genesis show. You are getting a free CMV t-shirt from Rifted, a copy of 2K19 from Cobb, a wrestling shirt from Amazon for me. If you're in the UK, I think you'll probably just get like a $10 card for Xbox. So if the winner's in the UK. And a custom drawing of your call from none other than Timmy Boy himself. Certainly getting loaded up with prizes. So let's find out who did predictions first. It was Alvius. So Alvius got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 11. Hellish got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 also. Tim got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. Only person to predict Huffy right though, I'm pretty sure, to win Money in the Bank. Batman got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. So Batman's in the lead currently with 12. Only got 2 right for today's show. Cop got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Cop takes the lead with 14. Hopefully someone beat him, getting himself a copy of 2K19. I'm sure if Cop wins, we'll just do whoever came in second will get the copy of 2K19. Cop also predicted that Heavy would win Money in the Bank, actually. All right, Gumball got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So Gumball's in second. Ogon got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another vote for Hefe as well. I didn't realize a lot of people voted for Hefe for Money in the Bank. Bateman the Baby Boy got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So tied with Gumball for second. Cop is still in the lead. Hardline got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Cop's still in the lead. Just go to page 3 here. Fucking Cop. Alright, Goat got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A lot of people getting 13. Sully got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 702 got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brian got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 12. He was in the lead after the pre-show and panel. Then we've got Gamer, who got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Rick got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The Cop's still in the lead. Topher Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, come on. Voted against himself. Otherwise, he would have gotten it. Or would have tied Cop at least. So close, Topher. Yes, it looks like Cop's going to win. Like I said, though, if Cop does win, he's obviously not going to get the copy of 2K19 himself, so that'll go whoever comes in second. Vic got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mark got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, you tied Cop. You tied Cop. And I don't think Cop did tiebreakers. We still got a couple more, though. Echo got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there's only one more. Oh, no, there's Dynamic. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of people voted for like nearly everybody voted for Hefe Money in the Bank. Jeez Louise. I didn't notice that. And here's our final ballot. Diamond got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let me check if Cop did tiebreaker, which I do not think he did it. If he did not, that means that Mark is our winner of the predictions contest. Did Cop do his tiebreakers? He did. All right, so let's see what he got. Dunn did win by pin, so he got that point. Ziegler lost, so that doesn't count. And he predicted, yeah, so he got 1 point for predictions. To Mark, if you got just 2 of the predictions right, you are the winner, my friend, because Cop only got 1 point. Gotta find Mark's post again. You got Dunn by pin. You got Hastings by pin. Mark is the winner of the Ascendance VI Predictions Contest. Congratulations, Mark. You get to book the entire Fallout Genesis. You get a free CMV t-shirt. You get a free copy of WWE 2K19. You get a wrestling shirt of your choice from Amazon and a personal drawing of your call from Timmy Boy himself. Congratulations to Mark, most definitely. You are getting quite the care package there, so I guess you should message Cop for the information on how to get 2K19. Message me for the information on the wrestling shirt from Amazon. Message. I got Rift. I'll tell Rifted to message you for your shipping information. And message Tim to tell him which call of yours you would like drawn. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Congratulations to Mark for his predictions contest win. And I will see you all in 1 week for the Fallout Fusion, the draft. You do not want to miss it. Goodbye. Until we meet again, you sweet, savory little boys.